Well, good evening, everybody. And here we are with the Rhythmic biker. Everything's asked back front now. The Rhythmic biker, who has a brand new bike.
Yo.
How chuffed are you?
You know what? I can't even put it into words how happy I actually am. The bike's insane. So just smiles per miles, mate, at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, before we get right into it, I'm just going to say hello to a couple of people. We got Hell's on Two Wheels, G Travels UK. Darren Spears is here. Nice to see you, Darren. Peaky's here. Red Bomb's here. Lover of You. Exeter Ride. I did see his name. There it is. Exeter Riders here. All you guys. Well, evening and welcome. And Red Bomb, of course, and Andy GSA Tractor. So yeah, right. Okay. So you've got yourself a brand new bike, and everybody pretty much knows what it is now.
Everyone knew what it was probably about a month ago.
Yeah. But one of the hardest things you did before that was you got rid of Sprinty.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. How hard was that? Because I know how much you enjoyed that bike.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, isn't it? I'm sure we've all gotten rid of a bike, and sometimes we've had great memories on a bike. I'm sure you had some stellar memories with the Versys 1000 and stuff like that. And yeah, it's one of those. I did thoroughly enjoy the Sprint. The triple engine sounds phenomenal all the time, and I think I really will miss that. And it had characteristic quirks and what have you, but I think Bandit Man UK and probably Exeter Rider as well picked on it a few weeks ago, that maybe the unreliability at the end really probably put that final nail in the coffin.
That's what I was going to say was the reasons for getting rid of it.
I mean, Darren's in here somewhere. Darren will tell you the headache that bike caused me, probably October, November time. And Red, obviously one of my closest mates, he's there. He's seen the stress that it put me under. And I can't describe it without sounding a bit weird about it. I think it's because for all of us, the motorcycling is the biggest thing for us. Definitely in my life, it's everything that gives me the joy. So when you put in all that effort, time, money, and whatever into something, and it's just not giving it to you back, it can really mess you up. So I think for a little while, yeah, and that was probably the final bit for me.
The final bit in it for you. So we had to say goodbye to Sprinty.
We did.
When you got rid of her, did you have in mind what you was looking for?
Without a shadow of a doubt, I think it's been one of those things, hasn't it, where we've obviously got a lot of other motor vloggers who are ZZR riders, ZZR owners, and they preach about it nonstop. Yourself and Rev, obviously GTR owners, and you've both raved about that bike nonstop. You were very kind as well to let me actually ride your GTR, and it's just Darren as well, being an avid lover of the GTR. I think it's just all those of the GTR, the ZZR as well, and, just Kawasaki in general. Yeah, I think it's one of those when it's a bike to me that feels like natural progression from the Sprint. It's very wide, very like the Sprint. It feels a lot lighter, which is something to get used to. But I mean, yeah, like Darren says there, like a massive step up. It definitely is. The ZZR's in a bit of a league of its own, in my opinion. But I'm happy. I feel like it's the right move. I feel like the Sprint and the ZZR, they're not too dissimilar, but the ZZR's just on a nuts sort of level, so it's going to take some getting used to.
I'll bet. Yeah, man bun. There you go. It's got it on the back of his man bun.
I do.
Aaron Spears, massive step up, new bike. It will own you for a while, and it will. I mean, I have ridden. Sorry, I've got to shut this down. Bloody I have ridden a ZZR. It wasn't for me.
No,
because it's the riding position. It is a slightly younger person's bike, shall we say? And you're not that old yet.
Yeah, I think Lover of You put it on there as well, saying, "Well, you are slightly younger, so maybe you get away with it."
Absolutely. And just for those that have not seen the video yet, there it is. That's the link for the video. We are going out on Facebook and on YouTube at the moment, so everybody's going to go to get to see that. See that? There we are.
Awesome.
Color scheme.
Oh, it had to be, didn't it?
That is the best ZZR color scheme I think I've ever seen. It is the one I like. It is.
I think for me, I think it's because the black is, like I say, a very glossy black. It's very in your face, but then that green is just smacked in there, and it draws the attention. It's a head turner without a shadow of a doubt. Whether you're into bikes or not, you will always turn your head to look at that. It catches you.
Personal question: what year is it?
It's a 2011, so right at the end of those Gen 1s.
Yeah, excellent. And who said Gen 1 Mark 1 ZZR 1400 right from the beginning? I think it was me. I do believe it was me.
It was you.
Did I nail it?
It was you. You nailed it. And like I said, it was already up there. Zhead as well had preached about going for the Mod 1. Sorry, the Gen 1. I think the final decision as well for me is we've talked about Darren's expertise in this already. When I was at Darren's workshop, when I was at HBB Motorcycles, he literally said the sort of pros and cons of both, but he loves the Gen 1s. He said the Gen 1s for him was the way to go. So that's where we are. That's where I am. And yeah, absolutely loving it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was there when we had that conversation because, hiya, you're right. Danny,
she's just come home from work, bless her.
Sorry.
Oh, bless you. Have you come home now to cook dinner because he's hungry?
No, I eat on my own now, mate.
Can cook my dinner.
Bless you.
Yeah, I was there with you and Uncle Red when he was talking about it, and I thought, no, the way he was raving about the Mark 1, I thought if you're going to get anything, it's going to be the Mark 1.
It was, yeah. I had to, didn't I? I had to after you, Zhead, and Darren had all gone on about it. I think it was the only bike at that time. I apologise.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And it's perfect. You bought it from Manchester, and you gave the guys great shout outs. And which company was it?
So Yule's Motorcycles in Manchester. Yeah, they're believe it or not, they're a Triumph dealer, which was obviously just ironic, wasn't it, at that point? Because I was telling him that I'd just come away from a sprint. But they're awesome. Johnny, who I dealt with specifically, was just awesome. If you type in Yule's Motorcycle into Google, you'll see they've got, I think it's like 4.9 stars, 300 odd reviews. They're obviously, like I say, very well trusted. And yeah, it was just a very pleasant experience, actually.
It was good. Well, I must say, thank you for your shout out to me on your video as well. Those who ain't watched it as well, I get a shout out on it because, as like you stated, I did let you ride mine,
mate,
and you just fell in love with that engine, didn't you?
It's one of those, mate. I mean, I say this all the time. I know. We, there's a few jokes in here occasionally about my age and being a bit younger. And I think when you are a little bit younger, you do fall under some stereotypes, and perhaps that means people who do own some very nice bikes like the GTR. I've had a mate a few years ago let me take out his GS. These are some obviously big bikes, very pricey bikes, and a lot of the time you don't want to trust the bloke in his 20s because you never know what he's going to ride like. So honestly, mate, I really appreciated that. It meant so much to me, and the bike was just lovely. Even the GTR, like the massive GTR, I still was riding that and felt like, yeah, this is right. Something about this is just right.
Yeah,
I've got
right. That. I'm just going to introduce somebody else because somebody else recently has got a new bike. And he wanted to talk about it, or I wanted him to talk about it.
Was that he? No. He wanted to talk about it. Here he is,
Uncle Red.
Here he is. It's Uncle Red.
now he's obviously finished washing the ZZR now.
Go on.
And he's now ready for us. Right, Red. You did something very hard as well. You got rid of Jelly Bean.
Oh, Red,
and you can't hear a word you're saying. It's excellent.
Red, you've got no audio, buddy. How you've messed up, mate. You're on the big stage.
Use sign language.
You bottled it. Red's bottled it.
Hey, I'm not saying anything mean.
That's his microphone that clearly doesn't work.
Whilst we're waiting, a nice cheap one like me.
whilst we're waiting for Red, would everyone like to know that Red was very kind enough to actually clean my bike for me tonight? I didn't even have to do it. Red did it.
You were lazy.
I was lazy, but Red also offered to do it.
Yeah. She's got you sussed, hasn't she?
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what, your bike, that bike, I'd probably clean it as well, actually, because it's a really nice, beautiful looking bike.
Believe it or not, that was why Red wanted to do it. When the bike arrived, Red was with me on the day of delivery, mainly probably just to calm me down because I was a bit like a giddy kid at Christmas, to be honest. So yeah, Red was there to be the sensible head as he always is. And after about a few hours, he said, "Do you know what? I really want to clean your bike. It just looks so nice to clean. Maybe it'd be."
And it was.
There he is.
Hey! Well, as I was saying, previous question. It was a really hard decision you made to get rid of Jelly Bean, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm bringing back trauma now. You can see it.
Yeah.
He's going to start crying.
I'm not going to lie. When a motorcycle has allowed you to sort of like come out of your shell, and my previous motorcycle, the little 125 Suzuki Marauder, I only ever rode that around the local town. So to ride that out of town for like the second or third time, to pick up Jelly Bean and then to ride back, suddenly like I've got all this power now.
Yeah.
And there's also quite a big connection to my granddad as well, because he left some money behind for me, and that was that ultimately allowed me to buy that bike in the first place. And everything just sort of like connected. The name Jelly Bean came from like a nickname I got from the family I used to go watch the ice hockey with. So the two things became three, and then more things started connecting, and then suddenly like this bike becomes a massive part of who I am, as well as my ability to, like I said, come out of my shell, to see more people, talk to more people, and just ultimately to be able to walk up to another biker and say, "Hey, you got a bike? I got a bike. Let's talk bikes." And then sometimes on a rare occasion, "You got a Vulcan S? I got a Vulcan S." And then everything just sort of like carried on from there. So to walk away from what I think is like, if you are looking for like a cruiser to get into cruisers, like a beginner cruiser, I think the Vulcan S is probably the best choice.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much about the Honda Rebel, because I'd need to ride the non-automatic one to have an opinion on it. But I mean, the Vulcan S just did everything that I wanted it to do. It had the acceleration, the ability to lean it around the corners, to scrape every peg, as probably everyone knows me for what I do. And yeah, I didn't feel right for a good 2 or 3 weeks afterwards. And that's really weird to think about. But yeah, that was a huge part of who I am. And the start of this channel, of course.
And of course, when we all pretty much knew what Rythmic was going to get.
I mean,
nobody was actually sure of what you was getting when you got yours. But what made you choose the Indian?
So this is the thing. Myself and Grant, we went to Harley Davidson quite a few times, because I thought, well, if I'm going to get a bike, it's probably going to be a cruiser. That, or I'm going to go completely off the wall and just get the Z1000 or something ridiculous, or a ZH2, because why not? And I think of all the Harleys that we test rode, I can't remember which one that you took out, Grant, which had that really nice exhaust pipe on it.
The Lowrider ST.
Lowrider, that's the one, yeah. I really liked the look of that and the sound of it, and it looked like it had the acceleration, but everything that I think we rode, like the Sportster S, was just uncomfortable. Maybe that's because of how the suspension was set up on the day that we rode it, but regardless, that if that is how that bike performs, bugger off. that is unacceptable amount of suspension, or lack of. And I think was it 2 inches of travel that thing had, suspension wise, or something minuscule. The Sportster S, I think, would have been a good choice, but the sheer discomfort and the seating position was one thing. But the other option was the Sport Glide. But when I accelerated on that, it felt like it had zero power. Trying to overtake someone on the A5, and you're still there after about 10 seconds. Like, am I up to speed now? Can I change gear? Like, it just felt ridiculous. But when I test rode because I had my Scout, I had my eyes on the Scout for a little while, but I wasn't sure about the seating position because I've sat on quite a few of them. And now the Scout Rogue came out, I thought, oh, maybe it's worth a go. And with the Scout Rogue, it's got a slightly slimmer front tire. It's got a different seat on it, and also the handlebars are brought towards you, as well as that front cowl as well, the front whatever windscreen. And when I think so, we test rode it from Northampton back here, and I immediately fell in love with it because all I wanted was just a bigger Vulcan S. And since Kawasaki don't want to make a bigger Vulcan S,
If only they put the 1400 in the Vulcan.
could you imagine? Could you imagine how? Are we allowed to swear here?
Go for it. Go for
Could
it.
you imagine how
Yeah.
fucking nuts that would be? Well, like so many of us in the Vulcan S groups are just like, you know, we've obviously got the big boy Vulcans from before, but that's more of the sort of the big cruisers. What we want is a Vulcan S, but put 1000cc engine in it, 1200, 1400, whatever, go nuts. You know, put the H2 engine in it. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, it just seems that Kawasaki sort of stagnated on that line. And although they've recently bought out the Z400 they've bought out now, or like the Ninja 400, something like that. Yeah. And that looks hella fun. But at the same time, I said hella fun. Why did I say that? That looks very fun. Very fun. Yeah. I've run out of tea, you see.
Such a hit.
I have beer.
So yeah, I don't know. It just when I test rode the Scout, I immediately fell in love with it because it did everything that I wanted it to do. Yeah, it just had more power. I felt the acceleration of the thing, and I thought there, like the difference between the Scout and the Sport Glide that I had my eye on. The Sport Glide's 18 grand, brand new, and then I'd have to do work to bring that up to speed and the power that I want. Let's not even talk about the insurance. I didn't even bother looking into it. And then when it came to the Rogue, the Scout Rogue, 13.5 brand new, and I thought, cool, that's still kind of expensive, but considering what I want, that's the bike I'm gonna probably go for. And Indian are sort of known to have a much better power output on their bikes. I mean, the Scout's got 100 horsepower. I'm not complaining.
We've seen the videos. It shifts.
Yeah. It's always nice when you pull out a super sausage or something like that, and you know, even when Grant was on his sprint before, you know, a few days before he sold it, and we took a ride. We're accelerating, and I'm still crawling away from him, and there's him on his Triumph Sprint, thinking, "Hang on, what's going on here?"
Quickly downshift, go.
That's it. Yeah, so I think that there's a few more things I'd like to do to the Rogue, the Scout Rogue, in order to bring up to what I think Jelly Bean could do, and that's mainly like luggage options. Everything else is just I want to make it look pretty, and I want to make it still I just want it to look like a bike that people can just walk up to and go, oh, that's nice.
It is nice, and I tell you what, the colour is beautiful.
Yeah,
it really is a good colour, Indian. That sort of like I don't want to say grey because grey sounds boring, but
yeah,
it is.
It's sort of like thus the name. It's like a cloudy, misty kind of colour.
Yeah,
it's like a black, sort of deep grey sort of thing.
I like it. For me, I would almost describe it as like primer. Like it's like the black goes into the primer coat. I
thought you said Primark. Yeah. I was like, what the hell are you on?
It's a Primark colour. Yeah. It's all right. He's took his hair out his man bun. He's now got the blood rushing to his head. Yeah.
Children made that colour, don't you know? God's sake.
The question I wanted to ask about the Indian Scout was, are you planning to ever put a pillion seat on it? Because we all know how much I depended on the pillion seat on the bike.
If you've got a Kawasaki now, you'll never need to be a pillion again.
I'll never need to be a pillion. That's right. Just on the. What about someone
else? And I wouldn't advise anybody give this man a pillion.
I wouldn't advise anyone get on the back of your bike.
Oh dear.
You big girl.
So the issue which I've got is passenger pegs are of course going to cost something because they don't come as standard. The seat, however, if I want to get a pillion seat on that bike, as far as I know, I would have to get an entirely new rider seat and pillion seat. However, we were told by the guys at the Indian stand at the bike show that there is a pillion seat which will fit the one which comes with the Rogue, because the Rogue has a slightly different seat from the standard Scouts. I think it's the Syndicate seat or whatever it's called. It's all just money. Otherwise, I buy a luggage rack, which is kind of what I want anyway, and I've got a sheepskin cushion downstairs, and I'll just throw that over the top. So if you want to ride, if you want to jump on the back of my bike, Grant, you're more than welcome to. But you will be sitting on a metal frame and about that much padding.
Nice.
Just like a sports bike.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Pretty much, yeah.
There you go. That is that is the two guys with the two bikes locally, and I believe they're happy. I don't know. What do you reckon?
I think we're happy. We remember we do everything together. Me and Red, we're like a couple. So he got a new bike. I had to get a new bike. You know, it's the way it works.
Yep.
So,
yeah. You only got a new bike.
When he got herpes, you got herpes. Yep, we know.
yeah, it happened.
Share and share alike, as they say.
Yeah.
No,
people say we're close. They don't even know.
They don't
know. They don't know. They don't know how close. They don't know how close. Right. Okay. I'm going to touch on something else now as well. It's something else that you are into. Red, I don't believe you're involved as much as you used to be in Walktails, or are you involved at all now?
I step back, and I'll say creative reasons. Leave it at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know Grant has been very nicely sharing some of the clips and various teasers of people that are on the show. So chat away, my friend. Chat away.
Yes. So Rhythmic Biker. Now you've got this other channel called the Wolftail, which myself and Red Bomb have been on, and Red Bomb informed me tonight that we've reached 8,500 views or something on our.
Good,
on our
it's very, very good.
It's doing very, very good, and it was a good comparison between the Mark 1, Mark 2.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely excellent. You've just recently had another guest on, which the video is going to be coming out soon. And you did a similar sort of comparison, I'm told.
Yeah, so Darren knows how to throw a surprise at you. So I was aware that Darren and one of his friends was coming. His friend had a very old from the 2000 BMW R1150 GS. So I thought, fantastic. We've got a bike that's over 20 years old being compared to Darren's brand spanking new, nice shiny GS 1250 Adventure. And on the day he throws a spanner at me, and a third person turns up, and we've got a sort of in between GS, the 1200 GS Adventure. So absolutely incredible to have the three bikes in there, all different generations, all with different CC capacities, and just obviously the gizmos, the electronics improves every decade, and I think that's what was nice. There was sort of a decade between every single one of them. It was amazing. It went on for a long while. Darren will back up that the deep dive segment went on for about over an hour.
Wow.
So,
that's even longer than Rev's talking.
I know. I didn't think I would ever meet anyone who spoke more than Rev, but there we have it. Darren Spears, HVV Motorcycles.
Go pay him a visit sometime.
Go pay him a visit. You'll never leave.
Yeah.
But no, that's absolutely excellent. So when's that episode coming out?
Like I say, it all I'm bugging up. No, Darren was absolutely amazing on the show. Like I say, he's a man who knows his knowledge. And I think when you do know so much and your brain's just filled with so much information, there's only so much you're going to be able to hold it back. And it was wonderful. As for when it's coming out, Seb will edit these videos as and when. We actually originally planned to sort of get a backlog and store some episodes up, but that idea lasted all of 5 minutes when Seb then released the CCM Spitfire episode. So I imagine
that was,
I imagine it can just come out it might be out now for all.
I've had no alert, so no, because I am a subscriber. I mean, notifications are turned on.
Yes, good. It was awesome.
But it was some good laughs, and I mean our episode, me and Rev, did take a long time to come out, and I believe that was due to having to edit Red Bomb out a lot. Um,
we all know our lovely Rev. He likes to.
and
chat.
I still can't believe the bit in there about me quoting "I need a pee" is kept in and is out there for 8,500 people have watched that. Like,
Yeah.
I have a weak bladder.
Think about it this way: all your future employers could see it. You know, it's there. The internet never forgets.
It never forgets. Right, okay. Well, guys, thank you for coming along and revealing the reasons for your new bikes and everything else. I'm going to open this up, so if anybody else would like to join us and have a chat now, because
I'm sure Peaky's itching to get in here, isn't he? And chat.
yeah, I mean, my live streams, if you've ever watched them, I've been very tame tonight so far, but we do get very drunk and very stupid. Uncle Red, as many cups of tea as you like, you may drink.
Rev,
because I know Red likes his tea, and he does like. Oh wow,
Red, you couldn't go make me one, could you, as well?
Oh god, look at it,
mate! I could jump
do
on an
everything
electric
together.
scooter and be outside your fucking window in 20 minutes
Hey,
with a
boys.
cup of tea.
There you go. Did someone say electric scooter?
Yeah.
I will burn it. I will burn it.
I have a photo of. Wait, here he is. What a fucking idiot! What a mong! You fucking less.
How you doing, lads? You right?
Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
Parole officers, let him out.
Brilliant. Brecky on me, mate. You've made the right choice. Welcome to the Dark Simon Team Green.
Welcome to the Team Green.
Can I just say, I've been looking for a second bike for a while now.
If Darren is here and he's in the
He is.
site chat, Darren, you need to do my fucking fork seals.
Yeah.
You need to get the fucking bike down to him. He can't do it while it's up your shop, can he?
I was about to say.
I'll get it over this. If I've got Darren's number, I'll message him and he can message me. But I need to get my fork seals done. I've only been waiting a year.
They've been pissing more oil than my Triumph ever did.
Hey!
Hey!
Rev, you've had your fucking turn. Fuck off now. Oh,
Hey, this is Simon's moment now. He's the big
Yeah.
time.
this is our fucking channel now. Fuck off now. Can I just say, I have been looking for a second bike, and after looking at that Indian whilst Uncle Red was out making a brew and talking to people, I actually think the build quality is better than the Harley of what I've saw as a person who's had a couple of Harleys and built a couple of Harleys. The build quality is a hell of a lot fucking better, and the finish is a lot better as well. So, and I have been looking. I'm gonna hold my hands up here. I have been looking at Indians as well.
Oh.
So,
Indian friends,
I think, yeah, Indian brothers. I think I'm going to go for something like, is it the Chieftain? Is it the Chieftain?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The bigger.
Yeah.
I think I'm off considering looking at buying one that's been smashed and then tarting it up yourself with some fucking pink bells and fucking shit like that.
You got to add a stage on there, ain't you? I keep saying to Red, that's what I want to
Mate.
see. I want to see it
Mate.
staged.
Mate, honestly, when I had I know what you were saying about the Sport Glide. Mate, I had mine up to like a stage 2. Hold on, Nico, have a fucking day off, mate.
He's shagging that box or he's chasing it off. He's doing one
Mate,
of
he's
the two.
fucking rattling the door. He's doing my fucking tits in. I'm gonna. Right, Nico, I swear to God, I'm gonna cook your fucking dick off in a minute. Get round here now. Get round here now. Come here. Come here now.
Hey, I'm fucking rooting for Nico here.
So Darren's just reminded me that my bike's on holiday. Yes, it needs a new fork stanchion. So yeah, everybody
here.
knows that I'm now Simon Peugeot 2008. So,
See, that upset me because I was hoping to see you at the Super Sausage on Sunday, and then you go.
I so wanted to be there, and I so wanted to be there, and I spoke to you on Tuesday on the phone, didn't I? And I said I want to go out and I want to have a ride with you on your new bike and everything else. And it's all gone fucking tits up because unusually my Kawasaki's broken. But there we go. We put that down to high mileage.
Weeks to get my fork seals in because my forks are going to disappear onto Simon's bike.
I don't want your leaky fucking forks. I've got some new ones coming. Bollocks here.
That's why Reb's the fucking last best of the last breakers because the fucking oil's all over his brakes.
my bike's a bit slow on the front end, yeah, because all the fork oil's fucking leaking into the brake dubs.
But all I'm saying is when I had that stage 2 done and I had a drag exhaust put on it.
Ooh.
I could pop a wheelie on my sport glide. Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
I could pull a wheelie in first, second, and third.
Do you know what? I'm one of those, like Red said. He'll be the first to say I had a lot of fun on that lowrider ST, right? And I'm not a cruiser guy, but I really, really loved that lowrider ST. And I think if Harley or maybe another company were to just do like a stage 1 or a stage 2 of that, I think that thing would be fucking awesome. I really do.
We also had a lot of fun. Welcome to the Kawasaki Club, my friend.
Thank you so much, buddy.
Why the fuck does he look like he's in a fucking drug den?
He is. He's cooking the cocaine now.
Can you send some over? Can you send some over?
It's on the way. Oh, mate, that bike looks so good. I was just watching your clip there, man. I'm like, I was close. I was close to getting one, but
get Simon to pilly up.
The insurance wouldn't let me, man.
No fucking chance.
Hey, you think the insurance wouldn't let you? I'm 26. How do you think the insurance would let you?
I was like, literally, the insurance coming at
I would love to do a
£4,500.
ride on the back of Grant's bike, I tell you.
I'll tell you what, I'd love to go for a ride with you, though, because that sounds. So, what cans you got on that?
Scorpion.
Oh,
Red will tell you it's actually quite a nice purr. It's not obnoxiously loud. It's just a nice purr.
You need to take the baffles out.
I have taken the baffles out.
The first thing he done to the bike before he took it out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Since I went to Super Sausage, since I've had the whole week off work, coughing my lungs up. I don't know why.
He got the Super Sausage flu.
I think I did.
That was that fucking McDonald's coffee, mate.
Oh, probably was, yeah. I'll tell you what, it might have been the Super Sausage I had when I got home. Oh, it's in the
You
side
should have.
box.
No, you should never fucking had that when you got home.
Nah, never again. Nice.
How much did you pay for that? About fucking 19 quid.
No, 30 something. No, yeah, about that. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, PK, you are so bitter about the price of the breakfast, didn't you?
Don't get me wrong.
He's from the Midlands. He's tight as fuck.
I wish I'd got a fly up though, because that did look banging.
If you come round by me, mate, I'll make sure that whatever cafe we get to, we'll have fucking free food and free drinks.
I love free food.
Fucking around, paying for shit, man.
Who doesn't love free food, mate? If it's good.
You know what I mean? Even if it gives you the runs for fucking 2 days, it's worth it.
Well, I don't know about that.
Just gives you it just balances your weight out, don't it? That's all it does.
It's a bit like that Thai curry
program as well.
It's that Thai curry I had tonight. I was like, well, I'll have a bit of Thai. And then got up, washed up, went upstairs. I was like, yeah, it's that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did she go?
Still downstairs. Oh, I need to go back to Thailand, of course. Anyone fancy a ride out to Pattaya? 1 month. It'd probably take us more than a month to get there, to be honest. That'd be one challenge.
Jesus.
God, man, that ZZR. Fuck, I test rode. I did test ride it from a shop. My mate had one.
I'll tell you what, we ought to try that American Diner on Sunday.
Oh, was that an American Diner? Someone pointed that out.
Yeah.
Someone said it's just off the A5. Yeah, just off the A5. Yeah.
Yeah, don't go there. The food's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go to McDonald's. It's safer.
At least you know you get your food before you fill up. Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking ZZR, man. When I had a go on that, I had a go on my mate's Ibusa, but he had one of the old models. And it had NOS on it, and I was like, "What's that button do?" Fuck! I'm so glad I didn't push it. While I was doing 100 and I meant 60. But that ZZR it's just endless guts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just endless power. Have you test rode the H2?
I have not. No.
Because I had a go at that, from Bacon's, my local Kawasaki place up the road, and I took it out for the day, and I got on the M25. I actually got onto the M11, heading towards Stansted Airport, and I was in the slow lane. I was just trying to work out the cruise control.
Yeah.
And then I got it working. I was like sat at 65 behind the car, and then the car slowed down, and the thing broke itself. It started applying the brakes. I was like, whoa, how'd you get out of this? This is weird, right? Then I thought, I got out of it, and I thought, I'm going to overtake you. Well, as soon as that supercharger kicked in, I must have overtook a mile of cars in a few seconds. I was like, holy shit. This is
You wanted junction 11, and by the time you braked, you was at junction 4. Yeah.
I was in Norfolk, mate. But the thing was just, it's a bit like the H2's definitely got a bit more of that endless power. It just keeps going. The ZZR.
Darren Spears actually had a H2, and I remember a story him telling me about. He went down to on your bike for something, and he was on the A41, I think it is, coming back in towards Aylesbury, and he just thought, you know what, I'm just going to overtake this line of cars. By the time he twitched the throttle, he was already braking because he'd overtook all of the cars plus a few extra he wasn't thinking about overtaking.
And he weren't. I bet he hadn't even changed gear. That's the thing.
That's like mine. He's got a.
Mind you, he did use up a whole tank of fuel to get there and back. But...
That's just overtaking.
He's got an old Bandit engine.
Yeah.
But he's put a turbo on it. But mate, like I used to. Well,
what, the 1200?
Yeah, 1200.
Yeah.
But like we've got the M54 up by us, and it's fucking straight as a die. And I could do like 3 junctions on the back wheel on that. Just literally change your gear, just going through the fucking back gears.
That bike is just a powerhouse. Them Bandits, they just keep on going. That can be dropped in a pool of oil, and it will start up and just keep going. I don't know how they make that thing, but it's just good.
That's like that Hayabusa that I test rode a couple of weeks ago, mate. It handled like a fucking brand new bike. I took it out.
We've looked at because we buy our bikes off the Superbike Loans dealer hub.
Oh, right.
So Grant will know who Superbike Loans are. Massive warehouse. They've just opened one in Bristol. 3,000 bikes in each showroom. I look at about 60 bikes a week. There's 2 that have really sprung my interest, and I said to Phil, we've got 2 Bandits there, 650 Bandits. And he went, why? I went, we will always sell Bandits. And he went, they're 1,200 quid each. And I went, even if you basically get them in, respray, clean them all up, we'll still bang them out at 2.5 grand a piece. Yeah. Bandits are the thing to buy. And he went, all right, let's go for it. We're looking at it tomorrow. And I've also got an R6 coming in as well. I'm going over at Bedford next Saturday to look at a brand new... it's a 2005 R6, but the guy only wants 1,500 quid for it, and I'm like, if it's a good one, get it in. We'll tart it up, clean it up. We can out that for 2 grand, make 400 quid profit on it. But Superbike Loans is the big place to look for bikes because people. It's like we buy any car. You get a bike in, and they go, right, how much do you want for your bike? You got a dent here, blah 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 blah, and they just bang it straight out and add 200 quid on it. Superbike Loans are about banging 200 quid on a bike at the moment.
Mate, there's when I left you guys Sunday, I went up to the Ace Cafe and a bloke was there. I'm just going to send Simon a couple pictures of it. He's selling it. This bike, his number plate is called My Boosa.
Oh,
mate, honestly, he wants 14. Oh, how do I send these? Oh, there we go.
All right.
Let's get rid of that. What am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing.
He's had a minute.
Here we go. Yeah, this bike, mate, black with the orange gold. Yeah, his number plate MY13 USA. My Boosa. And I'll tell you, he said, I bought that for 300 quid, but he wants 14 grand for it. I didn't take the geezer's number, but he's up the Ace Cafe all the time on that bike. It's disgustingly good. And when I sat in it, because I was looking before I got the GTR, I was looking at the pan, I was looking at the booster, something I wanted range, and I felt that the older Ibusa, you tank slap your gut. I'm a bit of a lump, so I wanted something like more of a set up right. Well, that is something else, mate. I sat on there, I was like, oh, you know when you go moist.
Mm.
But I'm happy with my GTR. I love her.
Exactly. What I want to know is why did Grant decide to go for a ZZR rather than a Busa?
The ZZR is still a beast, man.
Yeah.
The ZZR is a beast of a
obviously
bike.
Grant rode the Busa. I prefer the Gen 1 to the Gen 2.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Good, Grant.
The only reason was because I'd have to go for. I know I've gone for the Gen 1 ZZRs, but the boosters, like I say, because they had that period of sort of the age where I was looking for, where they then got discontinued due to the emissions. And the one that I rode was obviously the sort of new and improved, if you will, booster, the booster that's come back. Sorry, I just saw Darren's comment about booster being and I've said it to Red.
He's implying there are straight GSXR owners, and I don't think there is.
I mean, Red will tell you, because he was with me at the motorcycle show. I rode that new booster, and I went into it with loads of excitement because I'm not going to lie, I'm one of those typical like fanboys of the original boosters and thought they were just absolutely the best things since sliced bread. And I came back and I literally said that thing is the easiest thing in the world to ride. It's so tame. It's like someone's put a leash on it. Anything like it wasn't what a booster should have been. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What you talking about, the new booster?
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah, that's this guy had.
It was nothing like what a booster should have. Don't get me wrong, it's a stunning bike, but I think it's much more now set up for. I think it's now set up for much more sports touring. I think
absolutely.
I think it's a booster you could tour on rather than
the guy.
It's more mainstream now, eh? It's, you know what I mean? It used to be for the fucking lunatics.
Yeah,
where
now it's for anybody who's got enough money.
They're trying to fucking please every motherfucker out there.
Exactly.
Well, you think the old iBooster was a straight line motorbike? It hated corners. Where the new one, this guy was saying, it goes around corners like butter. But if you want to turn it into an animal again, there's so many settings you have to turn off to get there.
I've been looking at a Gen 1 booster, and you know the cheap ones you're looking about $3.5 grand, $4 grand, man. But I went to look at one. I said to the guys here, I went and looked at one the other week. Mate, it was a fucking shed, honestly. You know, and you look at it and you're just like, mate, that ain't representative of the fucking photos you put on fucking to sell it.
It's
you know what I mean? It was absolutely fucking smashed to smithereens. And I just said to him, I says, mate, I wouldn't give you 300 quid for the fucking bike. You know what I mean? I said, it's a fucking shithole. And he had a proper sad on with me. We ended up having a bit of a row. But in the end, I was just like, mate, it's fucked. This bike ain't worth fuck all. You know what I mean? Because you've just the photos you've took, you must have literally washed it so it's wet and took a photo. Because what I'm seeing now, the bike of what I fucking viewed in the photos, it's ain't the same. But that's what I want. I either want a Gen 1 booster, or I'm gonna go all out and buy like a Indian Chief and have it. I'm gonna rebuild it because I've built a couple of Harleys, so I'm gonna rebuild it, have the engine done, have a few bits and dabs put on it, upgrade the suspension, upgrade the rear suspension, and go to town on it, so it's a little bit more modern, as in the especially
the booster engine in it.
Yeah. Well. Mate, them Indian engines, man, you can fucking upgrade the fuck out of them. Mate, you can do a good couple of fucking 4 or 5 stages on them, man.
God, this throat. Sorry, guys.
It's all that weed. It's all that weed you're smoking.
Oh no, not weed. I'll be asleep if I did any of that.
Obviously,
quick night to Andy GSA Tractors off and Exit Riders off. He's got a long day tomorrow, Exit Rider. So I don't know how he's got a long day
I don't
there,
know what camera I'm
24
looking at.
hours.
He's self-employed, so how the fuck is he working a long day? That's
The thing is, if he phones in sick, his boss don't believe him.
yeah, he knows. He knows he's angry.
He's off to test ride the new Himalayan, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Andy, that is a good ride out after Super Sausage. Thanks for that. You and the
was good,
missus.
that, yeah.
That was a good ride. Went to some pub on a canal in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, the
Oh yeah. Oh
Globe
yeah.
in, yeah.
I watched that.
Yeah,
I
I
watched that.
was like that, looking at my bike, going, "Please stay in a straight line. Please don't hit a stone because the fucking canal's there." Like,
Yeah.
You got to ride along the towpath.
Oh, yeah. Well, where you are, G, where the McDonald's is,
yeah.
my house is literally half a mile from the McDonald's.
Oh man. Oh yeah, you said it. It's just over the hill, wasn't it? At
Yeah,
the top of the hill.
literally top of the hill. You could have come back to mine for coffee, mate. Yeah.
Jay, there's nothing worse though, is
I
that when you're riding your bike and you're concentrating that much.
Oh mate, honestly, that's
Mate, you start sweating and all sorts, man. You start sweating on your arse, your
it
fucking
ain't even that,
eyebrows, your
it's
eyelids.
because it's not even because it's my bike, it's because the bike's massive. And it's like, you know, when you're riding, you think, if someone comes a car comes now, I've now got to go to the right.
You're in the fucking canal.
And
yeah.
I'm in the drink. and the thing is, we're riding past and we can see the ducks walking across the ice. And I'm thinking, fuck, you know, that's going to
It's
be
all right
a
until you
drop.
see the pikey biker down on the canal boat in
Yeah.
a barge.
Pikey biker bird, yeah.
Oh, I was more concerned about the doggers.
I wouldn't have been. I'd have fucking joined in. Fuck up.
I'd be like that in the window.
And no one goes. And no one. You're all right if you go as far as Leighton. If you get a Pitstone, that's pikey country, mate.
Nah, cheers for that, Andy. That is a great end to the morning. If you know what I mean. That is a lovely little pub though. And seeing these drone, can't believe how light they are and
they're
expensive.
Yeah.
Very expensive. I'm like, oh my god.
They're cheap as chips, mate. Following Andy's one, I went out and bought one, so there it is.
You can fit it in your pocket. They're crazy.
You can fit this bastard in your pocket, and all the blades, literally, you just unclip it and fold it out. So
That's
yeah.
pucker, isn't it? God,
Simon's got one as well. Andy's got one. I've got one.
Just me.
Well,
mate.
I will say I had mine first.
Yeah.
Just me and Red, the fucking purr bastards. So I got one, obviously.
I'm gonna hook mine down Super Sausage on Sunday. I'm gonna try and get some aerial views of that.
Oh, brilliant.
So, yeah, no doubt Simon will beat me to it, or Andy will turn
You
up.
bastards keep talking about going to fucking Super Sausage and out for a ride, and I ain't got a bike, you cunt.
Why? What's happened?
Sorry, mate, you can't come Super Sausage. You're Simon Pedestrian.
He'll turn up in the bloody car, you know it.
Rythmic biker said he'll pick you up,
Pillion.
take you for a little spin.
Yeah, take me, Pillion. I can scream in your fucking ear hole for half
No,
an hour.
mate.
In the sidecar. Oh God, that'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it?
Have you not seen the video? That actually, you got to go on Rythmic's channel and
did a
find the
video,
video
yeah,
of when
on
I gave him a pillion because he was petrified. A car got within 20 feet of us and he cried.
Bro, I'm saying this now, right? I'm saying this now because every single person in here is a motorcycle rider. When you're the rider, right? You've been the rider for 5, 10, however many years you've all been riding. I'm telling you this now for a fact. You hate being pillion. We're all control freaks. We're all control freaks, and you all know it.
100% actually.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'd like to be taken for a ride on my own bike because it's like a sofa. So
Oh yeah.
I just fall asleep. Fuck it.
The comfort wasn't a problem with Rythmic. The problem with Rythmic was he went, "Oh, you're just going for the overtake here, are you?" There was like a 20-mile gap.
The problem was as well, right? You said, yeah, get on here, it'd be absolutely fine. What you forget to mention though is my height. And even like Simon's not the smallest bloke in the world. And the minute I sat on the back of that GTR, I was just so far above him that the wind was kicking my arse, and I hated
Yeah,
it.
Oh
because you're
my
like
God.
fucking
I'll tell you
8
what,
foot tall.
we
You're not the
did,
fucking BFG, are you? You're fucking massive.
we did a
My
ride
daughter,
out.
my
to,
daughter
where
has
did
said,
we go, Simon? I think it was Castleford, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We had a guy. He's got a
Was that
DT
snake
125 and a DT 250 and a DT 500. We serviced his 500. He's got the whole Yamaha selection from the DT range. I rode it back to Castleford, really stoked. Like £5,000 worth of bike. And I said to Simon, any chance you can do us a ride and pick me up? I actually rode Pilly with Simon and we hit the A5. I just literally tucked him on his shoulder. I didn't even know what speed we were going. But I knew with Simon on the front, totally safe, mate. Yeah, Simon is a bloody good rider.
Yeah, Rythmic don't think so.
I don't mind riding anybody's bike if they want to be pillion. Mate, I'm sweet. I'm fucking down. I've given it a good look.
I think when you're coming, I was saying this to my mates the other day, because I showed them a few videos of me in Wales just gunning it, but there was no one on the road, so I felt, no, if I'm putting anyone at risk, I'm putting only myself at risk. And I just wanted to see what the bike can really do. And the GTR has got some guts. However tamed people say it is, that thing's got some power.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Now imagine experiencing that, but not being in control of when it brakes, accelerates, change gears. It's horrible.
The thing is, I was saying to my mate Leon, I said, look, at the end of the day, if he is on the back, if anyone was on the back of the bike, I think it's the fear of every motorbiker, right? Any rider is that, okay, you got your mate on the back or your family member on the back of your bike. You now have an incident because of your own stupidity and knowing it. They go, and you don't. That's a life of guilt, which I can't handle.
Nah, Simon didn't mind about that. Simon was like,
the only time I won't mind that, I will toddle around.
Fuck
at
it, he's
70
insured.
miles an hour. If I've got a Pilly on, I will toddle around at 70. But me and Simon did the run. And I blurred the clocks all the way, and it weren't till Simon gets to the end of the A5D, and my mate went, "I know how fast you're going." He went, "No, I don't." He went, "Yeah." Your mate leans over to you and goes, "I know," and I'm like,
"Yeah, that was I had to leave at 10 to 2."
But the GTRs do shift. I did it last week. I took Simon out and BBB. And I pegged it down to the A5 at Central Milton Keynes, and I was 72 mile an hour.
And the rest.
And
the gravy.
Yeah, 72 plus 72.
Well, to be honest, right, when I picked up my bike, right, I hadn't rid a GTR for 7 years, but always said for 7 years I'm going to get one. When I picked it up from the motorbike factory in Mansfield or wherever it is, like it's 195 miles back to mine, and
you did it in an hour.
That was
You did it in an hour.
15 minutes, mate. What are you talking about? I was riding I was in the fast lane on the M1. I'm gunning it down. I had the screen up. I was like in my little air bubble, and I'm looking at all the cars in the slow lane going zoof, zoof, zoof. I'm like, fucking how slow are they? 140, yeah, better slow down here. Like.
Yeah, they will take your license. It's ZZR or GTR will take your license very easily.
Or as Andy said earlier on, he said the GSA will take your license, the GTR will take your fucking life.
Yeah, but the thing is, when I put that
in the stream, Simon.
I just want to take one out with like.
When I picked that up, though,
Rythmic or fucking Zed or Simon on the back, or even Red. I want to go and take one out, and just have you guys on the back, and just obviously you know my backstory, so I just want to go and have a good thrash, and let you motherfuckers just hang on for fucking dear life.
When we did the Super Sausage run last Sunday, and off my rear view camera, you can see Red and Boo, like Red hits the kill switch, and then Red goes like, "Get off of me," and then he's like smacks the screen. A little bit of boy banter going on, but I left Red. I pegged my throttle coming off that traffic lights coming out of Little Brick Hill.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear me go for it, but then I'm like looking in the mirror, and then all of a sudden, fucking red, boom! That Indian comes past me like I'm stood still, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" That thing's
Yeah, it's
got
because you're only got in fucking second. That's why.
So the moment I saw Randy GSA behind me speed up, I thought, nah, sorry, I'm good. I'm done. I'm
What
right
are them-
now.
And then
What are them
all you
automatic?
see is Andy just like pin it into the distance. It's like, okay, he's gone.
What are them new automatic 750s chain driven?
Red.
Oh, right, okay, because them things fly through London, mate.
Yeah.
Like even when I'm on my bike going in or out of work, it's like that. I'm going at some speed and they just blitz past. It's like, what is in that? Like I know it's a 750 engine, but is it Tiptronic or automatic? These scooters, but they've got
Oh,
change.
you're on about the one that Premises 187's got one. He's got the BMW one. It's the BMW 750. It's automatic and it's also Tiptronic. You can flip it on the handlebar. Yeah.
Their things are quick, mate.
Oh god, yeah.
Anything's quick through fucking London. Fucking pedestrians, fucking quick through fucking London.
But he fucking is
you
from
ain't,
London.
You ain't wrong there.
No.
Oh, that you lads is popping out, isn't it now? Is that coming right past my house? That's nice of them. What is it? 70% of Havering is countryside, but he's going to sort out the air pollution.
Rev.
Yeah.
Go on.
Makes me want to rev
I
up.
think what I'd like to do is take Rythmic's new bike.
You struggled there, pal.
Yeah, I had a fucking few beers. That's why. Mate,
A few.
difference
You've ordered fucking two
I'm on the
lots since we've been on.
I'm on the coke tonight, boys. Well, I'm
And me?
coughing a lot.
Oh right.
What was you saying, Peaky? I've rudely interrupted you, mate.
I'm half a bottle of
I forgot
Jack and
now.
I'm still fucking
I forgot
sober.
now.
Come on, what's happening here?
I fucking forgot now. I don't know.
Rev, you ain't
I just want to
sober,
take
Rev.
your bike
Trust
out
me.
with me and with you on the back and absolutely smash the shit out of it and destroy your fucking retard. That's what I do. Take you out and scare the living shit out of
Right,
you.
I want Simon, Rev. I want everyone to remind me never to fucking leave my keys unattended. Always.
What you need to do, and I'm going to talk logically here, is get used to that ZZR over the next 6 months or so. It took me 8 months to get used to the GTR. It comes, but
mate, send it.
Take your time with it. Don't
fucking
push the
send
bike.
it.
Just do that with it.
Rythmic, just send it, but send it gently to start with.
No, because if you send it right, you get great practice when you have to avoid that tree. Really, the one that's really coming up.
You won't feel the tree.
Because if we don't, you won't avoid the tree. You won't avoid the tree, mate. We'll all be carrying your coffin.
Exactly. Yeah, they
Just
are.
fucking get big or go home. That's what you need to
As I
fucking do.
say, I've been riding bikes 50 plus years now, mate. That GTR took me 6 months to get used to. So ZZR, just take your time with it, and get used to the power. It does deliver. As soon as you hit 4,000, mate.
Go and do a fucking track day, mate.
Yeah, I thought desperately. Desperately.
Yeah.
Rowley, how you doing, mate?
Rowley!
All lad.
Yeah, good, thanks, guys. Yourselves? All good?
Yeah.
All good, man. All good.
Long time no see, Rowley. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, not bad, Simon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I haven't seen you for a little while. Well, I saw you last week.
I've been very busy with.
He's been in prison.
All sorts of shit, but I'm back now.
Prison.
He was growing weed, and he's been away for a while.
Hey, don't do me for no growing weed. I was fucking cooking Charlie. Now, fuck off.
I'll tell you what, trying to get into Australia, if you're trying to take plant food or anything into Australia, fucked, mate.
Well, the good news is, Rowley, because the last time I think I spoke to you, I was planning on doing my Class 1 license. I passed.
Everybody else is fucking shaking their head. Clapping his hands up, and I was like, okay,
The thing is, he already had his class 1 riding the GTR.
Yeah,
Well, no, the thing is, now I've got my class 1, I can put a trailer on the GTR.
yeah, Royal Sale.
There you go.
the thing is, when you got friends in the bush, you can add that on your license for 350 quid when you got friends in the bush.
Oh, for God's
Yeah.
Oh, you don't get a sucker's license for that.
I shouldn't have said that. Blank that bit out.
Like that.
Blank that bit out. Blank that bit out.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that out in the edit before it goes live. You're all right.
Yeah, you're fucked now then.
Fuck, I shouldn't have said that.
Nescafe,
I shouldn't have said
anybody?
that.
So what's new? Anything?
Somebody over
Rhythmic's got
here
their bike.
has got a new bike.
Oh, really? What's he got?
Mm.
I
BMX.
mentioned you, mate. I mentioned you in the reveal video.
ZX14.
Oh, I'll have to check that.
Definitely, lad.
Obviously, yeah, I watched it, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
So,
That's how you
no,
I
I haven't. So what did you end up getting?
got myself a Kawasaki ZZR 1400.
It's been nice knowing you.
Time to die.
Oh, fuck it. Get used to it, boys. Here we go. Right, I'm on the left.
Red, you better start writing a speech, mate. I want you to say something at my funeral.
Mate, I've already
What-
recorded
what-
enough
what-
footage for you and your bike.
What model did you get?
Rhythmic biker. He used to know a girl called Piker.
Oh dear.
What model did you get?
It's a 2011 end of the Gen 1s.
Excellent. Good choice. Yep.
How many miles it got?
15.
6.
15!
Yeah.
6, and 3 of them are dead.
That's fucking brand new.
Try and see if I can thingy for Roland.
Have you ridden it yet?
Yeah, of course. Oh God,
He's come twice.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's fucking
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you want to hide the cum stains on the seats?
Yeah.
They'll put a fucking IV light on the seat for fuck's
I'm
sake.
surprised he ain't
We
sitting on it in
just
the house.
appreciate that license plate as
Oh.
well. That license plate
Yeah.
is just
Oh.
it fucking adds it, doesn't it? That.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Now I know
And,
what to put my license plate to.
Don't change it to RB11. So that's mine.
Hey, no, mate. There's only one RB.
So what's your thoughts so far?
I've only had it. I've only had it 3 days. Like I said, on the first day, I was so lucky to have Red with me because I was I was just too excited. You know, when it came out of the van, it was very sparkly and everything like that. Thankfully, Red's the cool head on shoulders and everything like that. So got everything filmed and. I haven't done much riding. I've taken it to Dunstable, which is like a town over from me. So a bit like 5-10 minutes on the dual carriageways. Fuck me, does it move? It shifts, doesn't it? The thing don't half shift. So it's gonna take some getting used to. It's really funny. It's a lot. It's considering I've come from a Sprint ST. The ZZR's a bit lower and it weighs less. So it's sort of almost trying to figure out, you know what I mean? Learn the bike from scratch, really.
Yeah. Just take your time. Take your time. You know, definitely take your
As
time.
somebody stated it right at the beginning, it will outride you to start with until you learn it. So,
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, look,
Just
quite
remember she ain't your
honestly,
mate.
quite honestly, and anybody that owns one, a learner could ride one. You know.
Yeah.
You know, because the power delivery, you know, is, you know, if you ride it absolutely normally, yeah, it feels really normal. It's only when you crank it you realize exactly what you've got, what you're sitting on, really.
Yeah, quite literally.
And my suggestion with that, if you're going to start experiencing what it's got in terms of power, I would notch it all the way down to 6th gear and open it up in that from say 60 mile an hour, and then drop back to 60 mile an hour, put it back to 5th gear, open it up, do the same thing, drop it back to 4th, and each gear you go back, you'll be Concern yourself.
When you get your
Until you
third,
get to second gear at 70 mile an hour and you open it up and the fucking thing takes off and you'll go, yeah,
And it
this
picks
is a
the front
bike.
wheel up,
you want to
yeah.
get your third and just fucking pop the fucking clutch like that.
Yeah.
Just count to two and let it go.
Has he got a
Yeah.
quick shift? He's going to be adding a quick shift to it.
Yeah.
I like Darren. Did you see Darren's suggestion? He was just like, take number 4 spark plug out, you'll be all right.
That's a good idea. That's a good
Yeah,
idea. Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, I know there's only a couple of people on here who don't know my background, but I'd like to go and I'd like to take a bike out like that out with somebody on the back, with somebody in the passenger seat, and just have a nice progressive ride.
You can say it as nicely as you want, you can. It ain't happening with me.
Rythmic,
The thing is, there's probably hold on, amnesia here. Hold on, so Rev knows.
Fucking hell, he
Uncle
is.
Red probably knows. You know. Simon probably knows. So there's only G and Rowley who probably don't know that I used to race. So I just want to fucking have a blast. If I'm being fucking honest.
Yeah, but you
That's
forget.
why I'm looking at an Ibusa.
You forget though. I've seen your track day photos, mate. You squaring up to other riders after the end of it. Fuck, am I letting you near mine?
Mate, that was a race. No, that was a race. I did him on the last corner. I did him on the inside on the last corner, and he was leading the championship, and it was at Anglesey, and he tipped him out the bus stop at Anglesey, and I did him up the inside, and I won the championship off that last race. I did him at 1 point, and I won the championship. That was my first and ever time I ever won anything in my fucking life. But I did him. It's between me and him. We was first and second all the way. Overtook each other. We had 12 laps. Proper. It was a good race, but I stuffed it straight up the fucking inside of him, and he fucking hated me. And then I've got a photo of him actually like, oh no, mate, what are you doing? I was just like, oh no. I had to do it. Kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Racing for you, yeah.
I didn't hear anything in that story that made me think, God, I wish Peaky would ride my ZZR.
Yeah, I did all that shit at 15
but the thing is,
when I was doing KTM, and when I was riding around on my Quacker 250, KX 250, Team KTM come over and said to me at 15, "No, we want to put you in the seniors race for the senior." And I went out and basically 8 lap race, 8 guys in the lap. Took them out, and I got the second place. Every time I chased the first guy down, he just pulled away from me. And then KTM guy come up and went, "Oh, do you want a contract with Team KTM?" He went, I said, "Why is that?" He said, "If you can hunt that guy down in first place." And he come over and shook my dad's hand, and my dad was like, "Hello." I went, "Who's that?" He said, "It's Graham Noyce. He's world champion." I got a 2-year contract with Team KTM, but that was fucking years ago. And that's why I'm looking for another KTM now.
I'd love a KTM.
Coming
adventure.
in the stable, it might be coming in. The guy has come down to 3,250. I've told him I want $3,000 for this KTM. I'm not offering him any more. And he said to me, "Would you take 3,250?" And I went, "No, I've offered you $3,000, but it's a 2-stroke 420cc KTM." And I only want it for green lane. And I only want to go out and have a little bit of fun on it. But it's just childhood memories. But do I spend $3,000 on a 2-stroke or just to poddle around down green lanes?
Mate, you're fucking minted now. You've been paid out for your fucking crash.
I've been paid out for my crash.
You know what I mean? That fucking crash you fucking blagged. You've been fucking paid out for it now. You're all right now. Why was it his missus who fucking crashed into the back of him? Do you know what I mean?
You can imagine turning up at Soup the Sausage on a 422 stroker with green lane back on the
Mate.
back.
Mate,
Rythmic, have you put your claim in yet?
He's going to need one before long. I hope you've got bloody good insurance.
What's Rythmic got? Fucking whiplash. What's he got
Yeah.
there?
Third party only.
Bro, I'm telling you now because I saw Lover of You was putting in the chat how old is Rythmic. Trust me, as a 26-year-old trying to get insurance on a ZZR, it was not fucking easy. Let's put it that way.
What did it end up at? The costing? If you
Don't
don't mind
wanna
me
know.
asking. No, I don't. It's interesting because when I got quoted on it, I had 20 years no claims, and they wanted 4.5 off me that is for third party only.
Wow.
At 5 and theft.
You should have gone to Bike Short and used the code RevBomb10.
Rythmic got discount because he's got a fucking man bun.
Say that again. Say that again.
It's
Rythmic got a fucking discount because he's got a fucking man bun.
Yeah. The code for the garage with Bike Shore is G1738, and if you quote my bike code, which is RevBomb10, mine gets you 10% off Bike Shore. The garage gets you 20% off.
You got fucking discount codes with everyone, haven't you?
I've got codes for everything,
He's
mate.
the fucking coupon shopper, he is, isn't he?
I just
when I get my insurance.
Rev's got the local
renewal.
swag, eh? Rev is. He's got the
to be
local
fair,
fucking swag
well,
bag.
I'm like username Clay or Ruby Rides, mate. If you can get your leg up there that far.
It's a good little message there from Lover of You as well. That enjoying your life and remembering what you want to do it tomorrow and after that. So yeah, it's all everyone. I've already had a lot of that chat, from a lot of people saying just take it easy. The bikes.
I think we should all just go on an Essex Police ride safe. Come on, let's just all sign up for it. Fucking off like.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those, isn't it? He'll go round it saying, "So why are we all here today? Because I brought a ZZR and I don't trust myself to be alive by the end of the week."
Actually, could you see us all turning up for a Essex Police bike safe course, and they're saying, "Well, what do you all do?" And say, "Well, watch this on YouTube," and then you lot can fuck off.
When you get the GS and you fucking pop away, like,
it's really funny because we'll all fail for other things. Red's fucking Indian sounds like the fucking gates of hell have already opened, so he'll fail before just starting the bike. They'll be like, "Nah, mate, you're getting
Don't
out
worry
of here."
about it. It's supposed to sound like.
I watched this ginger bloke and he sent me here, but I've got a polite jacket.
Yeah, you got a polite jacket.
Oh, we should all get polite vests and go for a bike. And then vlog it.
Then people need to poke you through the front wheel.
I'm going to get some printed up. Polite. Please be polite to this biker. We only got to suit the sausage.
I'm gonna have fuck off on the back of mine.
We just have. I'm a cheap northern ginger bastard.
You just look like a dick. Everyone who wears them looks like a dick.
They do, and they've all got white helmets.
I know. Yeah. What are they trying to prove?
Have you looked that
And a
closely?
white motorbike.
Oh, right, I'll see you on their head. Right.
Yeah, but Uncle Red fucking started the bike up, mate. It scared the shit out of me. I swear to God.
That Indian man is.
I nearly fucking folded. Mate, I was on the floor on a fucking fire position like that. I thought I was getting fucking mortared.
I'll tell you what. You
was fucking back in Afghan. I was like, what the fuck? Let's
go watch Red's last video where he's going around the fucking housing estate, and how many cars do not spot him? He's coming around the fucking roundabout. I'm like, oh.
What I'm more worried about is, like Peaky just said, Red's fucking riding around a fucking housing estate. How many former soldiers with PTSD is he like triggering off?
I swear, honestly, now
You don't want to ride through Hackney, then God, you get shot.
Mate, the thing is, I shitting you now. You ask BBB, he started his bike up, mate, and I was like, oh, fucking Jesus.
Yeah.
Mate, it's like a bomb going off when he fucking starts his bike up. And it's once it started, it sounds really nice, but that initial, you're like, fuck, mate, it's like mortars. It's like mortar landing.
Red's made a really good choice in that Indian. Jelly Bean was nice. That's been in the garage a couple of times, and everybody. The thing was that Phil said, "Oh fucking hell!" He said, "Your mate Michael's booked in." I went, "What do you mean?" He went, "He's in with like a back tire." I went, "All right." He went, "That's your job. That's your." Because if
Michael, what about fucking Jackson? Did he come in like that? Come on, motherfucker.
Deal with the bike, and I went, all right. But when he bought that Indian, mate, I tell you, that's probably the best choice that Red has made for that. Yeah, going from the to the Indian, beautiful bike.
Rev, can you please put up Rhythmic's link to that video, because I've just hunted through mine.
Whoa, what are you asking?
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Why are you asking
Sorry.
me? It's fucking Simon's stream.
Sorry. Simon, can you put the link up, please?
Like I say, Roland, I shout you out in the bit at the end just because you were one of the guys. I was on a live stream with you a few months back, and you again just gave me so much insightfulness.
You
absolute
belt.
There you go.
Yeah, it's not in my. It didn't come through to me.
Yeah.
I've gone back through 6 days.
I posted it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I would say just a quick one on that as well, as Rev was saying. So I had an issue with Jelly Bean where when I was accelerating, the bike almost felt like it was suffocating itself. It wasn't getting the air intake or whatever. It started dying as I'm accelerating. Now I took this to the Kawasaki official dealership and garage, and they did service on it, all that kind of stuff. Everything fine, came back, sure. They couldn't find a problem with it. So okay. And apparently one of their guys said, one of their guys took it out for a ride. He's like, I can't find anything wrong with it. I'm on the bike for 15 minutes. There's the fucking problem again. So this is when I hear about Darren at HPB Motorcycles in Dunstable. Yeah. Take the bike down to there. He's had a look at it. The first time I've been there, he's had a look at the bike. 5 minutes it took him. So, right, have a look at that. Oh, yeah. What was it, Darren? The O2 sensor or something like that?
O2,
yeah. So, getting you one of those, just boop, 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 done, and it's fixed.
Yeah.
What was that?
Give Darren his credit. He's only a small one-man band in a tiny little unit, but Darren is fucking clever up here.
Yeah, but at least his roof isn't falling apart like yours.
I'm going to chime in here on Darren. Darren has done over 30 years of motorcycle mechanics.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
what have you done, Rev?
He is, and what I always say, you have motorcycle mechanics and you have fitters.
Yeah.
Darren is a mechanic. He will not just get parts and fit them. He is a mechanic. He will diagnose. I took my bike down to his for my fork seals. I said my fork seals. Now Darren's looked at it. Anybody else would have just replaced the fork seals and sent me on my way. And then 2 months later, my fork seals will be leaking again because the shafts are gone. I need new stanchions.
I've got to jump in there. I think as a rider, if you can see, you can see where your fork seals are fucking leaking from. I can. When I raced, I can see where and when the fucking went. Do you know what I mean? So, as a rider, no, let's rephrase that. If you're fixing bikes as a rider, you can see where the fucking puddle's coming from, because it's going to start obviously this big and then end up fucking that big. Do you know what I mean? So you can kind of fucking gauge where it's fucking coming from. It's how rocket science, but it's as somebody who are just fixing bikes as a mechanic, then if they ain't riding a bike, then they're fucking down now. If that makes sense.
The only difference between Darren's and mine is
I've always said you've got two types of mechanic. You've got a fitter and a mechanic.
Yeah.
Okay. A fitter will go, you need this, and I will fit it for you. A mechanic will go, you've got this problem, but there's also this as well. So we will go back and we will do all these. I mean, I've been into Darren's for a rear tyre and ended up with front brake.
That's called upselling. That's called seeing a mug.
That's a good salesman.
It's all about.
It's because he will go over the whole bike while he's doing one job. He will go over the whole bike and he will look at what you need doing, and they need it doing.
It's all about the upsell. It's down to the mechanic.
It's not upsell or anything like that. It's not upsell or anything. He will look over it. If you leave his workshop after having work done, and
You know
something
it.
goes
You know
wrong,
your bike's rideable, yeah.
then he feels responsible.
Yeah.
Whereas if you leave that workshop and nothing happens, he's happy. So I mean, that's the way Darren is. He will work on it. He will.
Darren's just said it there. If you've got the passion for the job, and you know, you see mechanics that just do stuff on the bike, and they do it for their hour rate, and you get the guys that are passionate about their bikes, like me and Dad. I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I absolutely do in the garage. Apart from the fact that Darren's got a nice dry unit and my roof leaks like a fucking sieve.
You got it right. I think what Darren's just said there at the bottom, I care about people. I think that's the important thing, isn't it? Like we're all passionate. We're all passionate about motorcycles, and any mechanic or like Simon said, fitter. They'll say, you know, oh yeah, motorcycles are everything, but you got to remember there's more to the bike in it. It's the person you fix it for. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. If I was Darren, right? If I was Darren, the second time someone brought that Triumph Sprint to me, I'd have told him to fuck off and banned him from the shop. Like, I wouldn't have had him come back. But he constantly just kept taking this Sprint in.
It's just not Darren's mechanical knowledge. It's Darren as a person.
Darren as a person. Yeah.
My son had an accident. And he broke both his wrists, as you all know. The second person that my son got in contact with was Darren to get his bike recovered. Darren fucking beat me to the accident scene because he went, right, I'm going now. And he walked out, he shut the doors, he locked them, he went. And he got there before I did, and then before the ambulance and everybody else. And that is the kind of guy Darren is. He's all right, this is necessary, this is important, this is priority. And he fucking did it. He shut the workshop and he went. And the guy is number one in my book. He's perfect. He's
worth every penny, isn't it? The knowledge, just knowledge.
It's not just the knowledge, it's him as a person. It's him as a person. He is absolutely spot on, and he is there.
As a biker, his family, isn't he?
He is family.
We was to do that eclipse, if we was to shut the workshop down, how much we were losing for that hour, and for Darren to go and do it, top dollar for the guy, you know. If to him to shut his workshop down, people are turning up and going, oh, it's shut today, we're turning around, we're going home, we'll come back another day. You've got to look at what your margins are again. You know, any business is you've got to look at your overheads.
But Darren doesn't think of margins; he thinks of people.
He instantly thinks people. Right, sorry, I'm shutting the workshop down. I'm going to go and help my mate out. That's Darren's a great guy that way.
I think that's the difference there. That I'd pick up, me personally. You know, if one of you had come off in and around my area, I'd be hopefully you'd fucking message me, and I'd be like, right, I'm fucking mate. You know, I'm quite fortunate. I work with people that I serve with, so I can scoot, mate. I'm shooting off now. Do you know what I mean? I need to fuck off, kind of thing. But as a collective, even if you are at work or if you was at work, I'd like to think that if I come off in your area, you'd be able to fucking come and
it happened with us the other week.
Yeah, I mean,
a few weeks ago we went for a ride out. My brother's got like this Yamaha beach buggy thing, and his mates have all got the big bang quad bikes, and a few of them come on their motorbikes, and my brother in the buggy was behind me, a load of them ahead, and the biker in front of me, I can't remember what bike he was on. He's coming up to one of them with width restrictions, you know, where you have to either give priority either way. He had the right of way to go. I think that's the right words to use. And this woman's literally come out in front of him, and I've watched him just bang the fucking front of the motor, gone flying over, popped all the windows. I was like, he's dead. There's no question about it. And he fucking got up, mate. I was like, wow. I was like, if that was me, I'd have been going for all the claims, mate. Yeah, I'm blind now. I can't see. I'd have gone for the lot. But this geezer got up, one phone call, van come from Ipswich, down, picked up his bike, took him all the way to Kent, and then, like, his bike, and I called 999. I was on hold for half hour.
Fucking hell.
Half hour.
It's because you're pulling the fuck out of them. You was talking about your fucking stories.
No. I was telling them what we're having for dinner. But no,
You know,
I was
Moose
like,
is because lasagna in the fucking
oh,
in a
stop
slow
it.
cooker.
Love a
Fucking hell,
lasagna.
that. You know,
Do you know,
You know,
love it.
I made it myself from Tesco's in a tray
fuck off.
in
Don't
the
believe-
microwave.
I don't believe that for a second. Don't believe
I
that.
got to ask you,
You got a
Peaky. I
microwave.
believe you as
Don't
well.
believe
So
it.
I got to ask Peaky, would you do the same as if we got mugged in your area? Because we're more likely to get mugged in your area than we are having ours.
No, because they'd probably work for me.
The Peaky.
Because I'd get
Yo,
10%.
Fucking wankers.
Right, mate,
They'd be coming
mate,
back with
where
the
are
loot.
they?
He'd be like, I've seen that ZZR somewhere.
mate, where I live, fucking rougher than fucking downtown Baghdad. Fucking
Yeah.
trust me. It's mate, honestly, mate, we had like full automatic fucking machine gun fire last weekend. Before I was sat outside. I took the dog for the fucking shit outside. I was like, I said to my missus, come back up. She went, what the fuck was that fireworks? I went, no, that was a full automatic machine gun. That was.
So
full
what,
automatic
where is
going
this
off.
beautiful place you live? I have to
Bangladesh.
visit.
I mean,
Oh, right.
It's a Friday night in Birmingham, that is.
Is that like Moss Side, is it?
I thought you was
Honestly,
local. I thought
mate,
you was in Magnum.
honestly, mate, it used to be. How can I put it? It used to be all right, mate.
Yeah,
mate,
I think everywhere was like that. Though.
fucking
Even our
rough
way
as
now.
fuck now, mate.
It's more
Mate,
like
I wanna
stabbings
go out-
outside the house now. It's like, are you for real? What's going on?
Mate,
on your
it's like,
doorstep.
it's like I had a geezer come up to my garage the other day. Right, every fucking house around here. How can I put it? Everybody knows me.
Oh, there's
You know what I
Peaky's
mean?
background noise, as you can hear it, the sirens.
You're on route.
Now, man, I'm done. I'm finished for the night. I'm clear. I'm clear now. I got nothing to say above it now.
My hands are clean.
Yeah. Look, I got
Yeah.
nothing there.
And then his what's it called? Flag drops and there's a ZZR behind it. You've been off.
It's just
All our motorbikes all lined up. We're like, what
if
the
I lift the
fuck?
flag up, it's just full of bricks everywhere. Oi, Nico, get your fucking arse in.
Right, chaps, I'm going to take this opportunity to jump off before my laptop dies. So have yourselves a
Nice
lovely
meeting you,
evening.
Uncle Red.
See you later, Red.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Uncle Red, thank you so much for coming.
Break
No
your
worries.
piece, Sunday, Red.
And Red, one last time, 9:30 tomorrow, yeah? In the morning. I'm at yours.
I'm sorry, what are we doing? Who are you?
Am I meeting you at 9:30?
Who are you?
How'd you get in my house?
What the fuck's up
He
there?
doesn't talk to you. You bought Kawasaki now. You're
You're scum. Bye-bye.
Yeah, about 9:30, 10. And then
Yes.
sorry for
Make it 11 o'clock.
Nico,
Yeah, you're at 11.
We'll leave him behind. He'll catch up in 5 minutes. That's the problem. Right, it's half an hour, chaps.
Lovely meeting you. See you soon.
Cheers, Red. Take care,
See
buddy.
you later, Red. Take care, buddy.
GG Red, see you later. Yeah, but I was like, mate, fucking last weekend, man. It was like, honestly, I
Exit
spent
button.
like,
There you go, Red.
Look at that.
Am I?
Moved a second.
oh man, man, I fucking lost myself. so last weekend, mate, we must have had about 3 weekends on the bounce, man. We've had gunfire because like it's still like the postcard war around here.
Oh, where's my
Got him,
fucking
mate.
6 hour?
Man, isn't it?
But it's just, you know what I mean? When you got kids growing up, you know what I mean? I mean, I am, how can I put it? Every fucking knows me, so it ain't too bad. But then when every fucking knows you, you're my target.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's a shit way of life, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come up with that.
You've got to fucking, you can only,
You're safer in Afghanistan these days.
you can only cock.
Got to wear a rag or
If
whatever
I
it's
wear
called.
the rag
I
on,
will find it for the
I'll
next
fucking
time.
wear
I've got a 6
I'll
hour.
fucking
9 mil
refuse to
sitting
wear
around
a fucking
somewhere.
ragged. But what I'm saying is, you can only piss with the cock that God give you.
I was wondering where that fuck that was going.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
What?
Gutted.
You can now, Kaya. You know what I mean? You can.
Yeah.
You can only deal with the cards that you've been fucking
in our
dealt.
village because we're right on top of Milton Keynes. We're a nice little quiet village, but buried back here somewhere, I've got a 6-hour 9mm airsoft.
Oh yes. I've got a paintball gun, always loaded because my motorbike's parked just outside that window. And if anyone plays with it, they're going home orange.
See,
Rev, your mic's gone. Rev,
see, I've
Rev,
got,
your mic. Mic's
I've
gone.
got,
Can't hear
I've got like a 24-volt battery to my bike. So if you touch my bike and you took the battery off, mate, it's gonna fucking frazzle your bollocks.
Yeah, I've been thinking
You're
of
gonna piss
just
yourself.
plumbing it into the
Fucking-
mains, my bike, just in
That's
case
what
anyone
I've done.
touches
So
it.
all my electrics on my garage, because my garage is offset. So all my garage electrics have run off the next door neighbours.
That's handy.
Yeah,
Rev-
yeah.
Rev's gone quiet for a bit. I think is it on
Thank
charge,
fuck
Rev?
for that. Thank fuck for that. I've had a fucking enough of him. I've had fucking 2.5 hours. That cunt.
Oh, this is
earlier.
that moment you can get at him. He can't.
Right, let's all go take it in turns about what we.
Right, let's try that. Can you hear me now?
No.
No, we can't hear you.
No.
Can't hear you.
My mic's dead anyway. You wrote
Rhythmic, that didn't work.
What?
That one didn't work. Didn't work.
Let's
I'm gonna have to
pretend
get
we
one
can't
of
hear him.
Simon's.
It's
We'll
just-
quit
hey,
that one.
let him change his mic and then still say we can't hear him. All right.
It's all right. I'll mute him. You're all right.
Oh yeah, do that. Do
Simon, what microphone are you running there, man? That thing's awesome.
I can't believe how bald Rev is at the back. Look at the fucking big fucking
didn't
grey
it?
patch at the back there. Look at that.
That's one hell of a fucking solar panel, isn't it?
You might. That's
Hang on,
that's,
come here.
that's the whole reason why I fucking showed me head. So I get that shit at the back.
Just want to do it, don't you? And smack on
Whoa! The sun's out.
You look
Look
like
at
fucking,
that.
The sun is shining.
you look like fucking Phil Collins. You cunt.
Just not as good looking. Yeah.
But no, but this is the thing.
Not
Innit?
as
Like,
good
Peaky,
looking. He's a
No,
fucking
but
midget.
Easy.
yeah, but Peaky,
He's
you
like
cut
fucking
your
4'3".
you cut your hair though, don't you, Peaky?
No.
That's well.
No,
That's
he's naturally fucking bald.
I'm back, you
He
bastard.
purposely
Yeah.
turned his head upside down.
Yeah, yeah.
He's been to a few board meetings in his time.
Because if I don't cut it, mate, I look like fucking Bobby Charlton. Have a fucking massive comb over. Have like a massive eyebrow.
It's one of
You
those.
look
Yeah, but if you're balding, right? If you're balding, you just get on with it. Whereas fucking Rev over
Right,
here,
I'm fucking back now.
he's
Welcome
taking
back.
Rev's
Okay.
holding on to that shit for dear
He's
life.
holding
No,
on.
I
to it.
rode bike, so it
Can,
lasts
can, can,
fucking
can
hour.
anybody else hear Rev? I can't hear Rev. Is he talking?
fuck.
Rev,
What's that?
Who?
what you saying?
Rev, are you talking? I can't hear you, mate.
Yeah.
I think he fingered a cat.
Is that what he... I can't hear him. Can you hear him?
Piss off.
All I can hear is Simon blasting through about 400 dB louder than everybody else.
That's all right.
I apologise.
That's his studio mic.
Every time I've got it tied up right, you go for me.
I'd love to be bald.
It's only because I'm
Cutting me
fucking
hair costs a
jealous.
fortune, man.
Yeah, that's
When I
true.
was, the thing is, when I was 21, you're gonna have a fucking laugh now. But when I was
It's like
21, I
Before,
could have a ponytail.
after.
I had a ponytail,
I had a
couldn't
pigtail
lose
once.
it.
and then I realised I was a girl, so I shaved it off.
Honestly, I couldn't get rid of it. I'd feel empty without this. I really would.
You can literally
fucking
do the
gay
whole lot,
bastard.
can't you? Like massive hair, solar panel, bald, covers it with a cap over in the corner.
I'm going chrome, so I'm like a motorbike.
I'm more unique. I've got tombstones hanging out my face. Revmic's tombstone.
You don't want to get Darren on because he's the whole lot.
No, guys, this is weight reduction.
This is
Slipstreaming roller. They call it slipstreaming.
Looking
Yeah.
slick.
just in case the ZZR wasn't fast enough, he's gone and do the rig. That's it. Got rid. Boom.
And then we've got G
Hey, I
Chabbles,
can't wait.
who's
You go-
fucking. And then we've got G Chabbles, who's fucking tombstone teeth. What are you doing, mate?
It's like when you
What
walk
the fuck
into
are
an
you doing?
Australian bar and they go, Jesus, man, you got no hair. No, I ride a ZZR 1400. It rips it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Give it another couple of weeks, and he'll be as bald as the rest of us.
You go like the super sausage
What,
on
what do
Sunday.
you ride? Oh, I ride a Harley. That explains the long hair then.
say that again, sorry.
Absolutely.
Say that again, Rich.
Are you going up to super sausage Sunday?
Yeah, I'll be up there Sunday.
Oh
of
man, I
course,
can't
mate.
wait to come and have a little while.
Look at him. He's so eager. He's like,
Yeah, you know what's nice is that I've got a bike which could keep up with you.
exactly. Well, yeah.
And that's a love. I'm like, it's the same engine. All I've got to do is spit in the tank, and give it that
Sit
bit
in
of
the
guts, give her a bit of lube.
GTR.
I love the GTR. You know, even if God forbid anything happened to mine,
You should buy another one.
I wouldn't go for anything else. I don't
damn
think.
right you'd buy another one, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. The only thing I want to do to my bike is get a more comfortable seat and a heated one. Only because I don't own a car license. I've never done it. I am a full biker.
Yeah.
So for me, that's got to be my car. For the time being.
If you go on, I got mine off of eBay. If you go on eBay, and put Corbin's seat heated,
hang on.
there's a guy that takes your original seat. He puts a heated pad in it, and it's basically got two wires that come out. They just go into a little switch at the front. You make your own switch. He charges you 90 quid.
Gee, that's all right.
Carbon seat, yeah.
Corbin
seat.
Corbin. Put Corbin's seat heated, and just search the channel. He's in France, but he does the heated seat with the GTR 1400 cover, and it's basically like a gel pad that goes in the bottom of the seat. Two wires come out of it, and mine's on the switch on the left-hand side of my panels.
Oh, right.
So you can turn it. You've got a low setting or a high setting, but if you've got it on the high setting, it feels like you've fished your pants.
Right.
And it's 90
I
quid.
don't think a heated seat is the answer. I don't think it is.
I think with the heated seat and the heated grips, because them GTR heated grips are the wicked, mate.
Oh,
they are fantastic. But
I would
with
spend
heated
the
seat-
money. I would rather spend the money on a Keith or likewise heated jacket.
Yeah, but it's the faff of the jacket. At least with the seat, it's always going to be there.
What are you talking about,
You know?
Fat? I wear mine all the time.
No. I would. I want to get the heated gear, but I know full well it's just the army thing. When your hands are cold, your arse is cold.
Yeah.
You're cold. But if you've got your arse is hot and your hands are warm, your core's warm, and that keeps the hot blood going. And it just gives it that more of a. I might not like it. You know what I mean?
Jeez,
Just
I would have
sweaty
thought
arse
if
all
you-
the time.
I would have thought if your ass was hot, you'd have a few new friends.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
I've already got a few.
Super sausage last Sunday, and my right hand Oxford grip has packed up. My left hand's red hot. My right one's cold to me.
When I had the SV1000 on the road and the TL1000, them Oxford
Feedback,
grips, they all do that.
Yeah,
One goes, I think it's the left hand goes first.
yeah.
The
My
with
left
the
hand's
longer
all right. My right hand's gone.
I don't know. It might be. I don't know.
It's like, it's,
Order another set.
Rev, is that your wanking hand as well?
No, my left hand's my wanking hand.
Just
mate.
asking,
That's
just
fucking-
asking.
Well, at least the left hand's still warm.
Oh yeah. Use the right hand.
If you do the other one,
Yeah.
mate, it makes it feel like fucking somebody else is doing it. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So
Right,
the
I'm
GTR is
gonna
definitely
bail,
worth
guys,
ranking
'cause
off.
I've got to be up at 5 a.m, so I'm going to get about 5 hours sleep. So
Right.
enjoy, Grant. We'll see you Sunday. Brekkie on me, mate. Simon, if you want
Hold you
pick
to
him
it,
up,
mate.
let us know.
Yeah, I'll be popping up on Sunday. Get out
All
of
right,
here.
nice one, boys. See you later.
Catch
Feels
you
like
later.
Feels
Take
like,
care, Rev.
feels like it's been fucking ages since we've seen you, Rich, to be honest. I don't think I've seen you since the mental health event.
God, that was a while back, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fucking ages ago.
That was
Hey,
weird,
hey,
man.
hey,
Riding
wait-
around the M25 with Rev behind me. I kept looking in my mirrors going, oh, fuck, I'm looking at my speed. Them bloody
Wait-
wing mirrors, man.
Where the fuck are you from, man? Because you're like proper like fucking Danny Dyer fucking mode. You know what I mean?
Oh, you
So where the fuck are you from?
You fucking want some? Mug.
Not really.
I'm from
Not
Romford.
really.
He's Essex boy, he is.
Essex.
Yeah.
So
You're like
it's
proper fucking Essex
doing me,
boy. Like.
doing
Can
me
you not
70
tell by
miles.
the white stilettos?
and the bin bag. That's the sofa. Over there.
Yeah. That's his outfit.
Is that your fucking bag of coke? What you fucking?
And there's me wife in there. Come on, out you come.
What I
Mate,
love
these
is it's all put
Wakey,
together.
wakey.
And what I love is it's all put
Wakey,
together by
wakey.
Sonic the Hedgehog t-shirt as well.
Yeah, it all works, mate. It works. But this, if you ain't got one,
What the
it's a
fuck is
godsend. You
Looks like a fucking
literally
box
heat
bag.
it, you
What the
turn it
fuck is
on, unzip it, stick a kid in it. No, it's a dryer. It's just a dryer. But when you're
It's a glitter bag, a Gary glitter bag.
Peaky Biker feels like
Shut
it
up.
looks like he's watching QVC. You know, when you watch QVC and you get the
What are
shit.
you drawing? What the fuck are you drawing?
I'm
What are you
a
drawing?
towel. But
Weed?
you put all your bike gear in it. It's dried
Nah,
in
it's
dry in
weed.
minutes.
It's marijuana. I can
Have
see.
you
it.
not? Have you not got? Right. Have you not got fucking like?
Cooked coke in the bottom. Yeah.
In Essex, you see, they haven't got tumble dryers. So
We all it is it works.
I'd have a plant in the bottom of that. If that was me, I'd have a plant in the bottom of that. Fucking
Yeah.
with a fucking filter. Mate, you can make some coin there. You can make some fucking coin there.
Leave
Yeah.
my
Just
weed
buy,
right
just buy some
alone.
rucker stuff, mate. You ain't gonna get wet. You'll be fucking sweet. And then that shit there, you get a plant in there, mate. You fucking sweet. That'll
You know what's
pay
good?
for your rucker stuff
You know what's
within a
good?
fucking three
This is
weeks.
upstairs in the bedroom. Yeah, I come in from work, pissed wet through. Yeah, I'll get up here, throw my gear in there. That's dry in 5 minutes, and it takes a week to dry the fucking carpet, man. All up the stairs where it just drips, mate. It's like a puddle. But, hey,
Move it closer to the door.
yeah, yeah, good point. Wouldn't get out. Stay in a box room in this one. It's cool.
Mate,
Yeah, it's like a
to be
studio
honest,
flat.
if I'm being brutal and say that looks like you fucking ground weed.
There you go. Hang on. 2-6.
oh fuck you. What's wrong with just a tumble dryer?
Now we're growing weed.
There you go.
I love it.
Look at that.
What colour we go?
We're fucking back in the game
Oh,
now,
yeah.
are we?
Yeah.
I feel at home.
Stick the red light on. You can get some business.
Yeah, word.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. There'll be a load of men
Like-
knocking on the door.
Yeah.
You've put a
Let's get
lot.
like,
I keep seeing a man with tits at the window.
yeah, that's me.
Oh, they're ugly. Oh, hello.
Hello,
So-
sweetheart.
So, hang on. Sorry, what's happened to your bike then? What's wrong with it?
Forks.
What, front forks are gone?
It's fucking shitty stuff.
Yeah,
eh?
front forks are
Popping
gone.
wheelies.
I thought it was all sealed. I thought it was just a fork seals, but after Darren inspected it, he said, no, you've worn the chrome off. And
Oh,
yeah, it's now ridged. So
yeah, it ain't the grit salt what's done it, is it?
no, it's
Oh,
it's
sorry,
the
man.
fact the bike's done
The fucking
65,500
weight, the fucking
miles.
belly is fucking worn. The fucking
Fuck it.
constant fucking
I-
braking.
I
Fucking-
found out on the GTR the other week that you can turn off the traction control.
Yeah.
And when you accelerate off lights, that
Yeah,
front
you
end
don't
goes
want to
up.
do it. Yeah.
I think I was close to doing my own seals, to be honest, when that bike it was great going up, but that coming down went I thought, oh shit. That sounds like
yeah,
Yeah,
you,
so-
and fuck say, yeah, you've learned to wheelie, going like that. What? You ain't
Yeah,
learned how to fucking bring it down.
it
You've
was
learned
through
how
the
to
Limehouse
do
link.
it.
So
And you bring it
the
down
thing
like that.
to be honest,
But the
if
thing,
my
the thing is, Peaky, when you're talking about an accidental wheelie, it comes down how it
There's
was.
no accidental there. You fucking-
hey, honestly,
you
it
need to
wasn't. It
refrain
wasn't.
yourself there. There's
I was
no
thinking, what's this
accidental.
button do?
Oh, that
Is it K
accidentally
track or
fucking
kayak or
wheeled
something?
in.
I turned
Yeah,
it off
Yeah,
and I
kayak,
thought,
yeah.
It's
I
fucking
thought,
traction
right,
control.
I'm going through the Limehouse link, and then all of a sudden I've gone, oh fuck this. Did what that guy just did out there, was a whack. The
Yeah.
front end went up, through the tunnel, and then it's gone bang. If the forks would have gone at that point, it wouldn't have really mattered in my mind because it sounded so good. In the tunnel, it sounded so good in second gear, mate. Like, that's where the thing is.
And everybody looking at you thought, look at that flash bastard. And on your crash helmet, you're going, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, that sounded good.
Yeah, but when you, the difference is, mate, when you're going through the fucking gears, like,
No, I can't. I'm not a wheelie person. I look at my motorbike as the workhorse. I lose that, I'm fucked.
I look at wheelies as the fact that I'm a motorcycle rider, not a unicycle rider, so I want to keep my front wheel on the fucking floor. Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that. Oh, I've been seeing these guys in London. You got the pedal bikes, you got the e-scooters,
I'll put a
and one wheel they stand on. Have you seen them guys who ride around on one wheel, just standing with the wheel in between their legs? I'm looking at them going, you've got to be broken, especially when you're doing 70 on the A12 on the A13 past me. I'm like, is this actually happening? In a suit, no armor, just an office suit, doing about 70.
I'd have to have my door open.
I was close. I was thinking, shall I just get a bit close to him, just my side box? But I thought, nah, he'll grab me and pull me over.
I would. Foggy.
They are. If there's cyclists in this chat, I'm sorry, but one of my pet hates in London.
Who was cyclists? Who was cyclists?
No, I'm just saying if there are, I'm sorry, but that's
If there's any cyclists in the
I'm in a brothel here. Let's do that.
If there's any cyclists in this chat, unsubscribe from our channel.
You know, you've been asking all week. Oh, why the fuck have I been losing subscribers?
I've lost 6. I've lost 6 in a week. I'm fucking
shit
good.
Like that, bro. It's shit like that. You call people out and go, if you're this, fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, because I want people like me. I want people like me.
What I love is some people won't know this, but Peaky put a video on the group chat earlier today and went, is there a way you can find out who's unsubscribed? Like he's gonna go hunt them down like fucking.
Can you imagine? He'd be knocking on
Why
their
did you
door.
unsubscribe, you fucker?
Yeah. He's lying upstairs. He's only 15.
Mate, I was ready to fucking email them and everything. Mate, you need to fucking man your fucking shit up here.
Peaky, I can't lie, bro. I look forward to your videos every fucking day. It cracks me up so much. Is there a way to find out who's unsubscribed? I'm going to give him a fucking piece of
Am I actually on yours? Pinky bot. Let's have a look.
Oh man, that cracks
me
up.
I just, mate, I'm just off the cuff. Do you know what I mean? You know when you say shit. And then you look back and you think, I shouldn't have said that. But you think, you know what? Fuck it. I'm fucking putting it out, bollocks.
Yeah,
I ain't bothered.
I've already said it. I've
already said it now. I've already said now. Fuck it. I ain't fucking bothered.
It's out there.
What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst can happen? Mate, I've been to war fucking 8 times and I've come back. Yeah, my head's fucked. But I've survived in a fashion. Fuck it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. 6 though. I have to admit.
Oh yeah.
6 is
there you go. You've just got a. No, that ain't you, is it? The Peaky Rider.
No, Peaky Biker.
Mate, it's the Pikey Biker.
I was going to say you've only got 3 subs.
Yeah, he had 9.
I ate 4 off that. To be fair, fucking 3. Fucking cocks. I'm all fucking.
I'll have you know that Peaky Biker has got 5 subs.
Can I just say, if you've unsubscribed, suck at me.
Well, you got a hell of a lot more than me. I'm a very new channel. My shit's coming. God help.
What you got? How many you got?
How me?
Yeah.
I don't know where am I.
Let's not turn this into a dick swinging contest, please.
Oh, that ain't bad. To be honest, I've uploaded a photo.
Sorry, man. What's up with you?
There you go. I uploaded a video 8 days ago and I had 5 subscribers. And I've now got 173 from that one video.
Send Peaky away. I can't deal with it.
You. My first real video up. Time lapse. I should have done a time lapse of me coming back from Bognor Regis, hanging out my arse on my bike. That would have been interesting.
Oh, mate, when I come from fucking Scotland, mate, I was hanging like a motherfucker. I was sick twice in my helmet. I wish I'd have fucking mate, I was fucking hanging.
How did you do that?
I was fucking hanging. It was, mate. I ended up having to change my neck.
BMW do
scarf.
attachment for that.
I ended up having to change my neck scarf because I was fucking sick in it.
That is golden, mate.
Did you
I
see
hope you had that on video.
in the live chat? Someone, lover of you, said she's he's unsubscribed from you.
I fucking mate. Honestly, sweet that mate. I ain't fucking bothered.
Can you put your email in, please? In the chat?
Yeah.
The pig is going to hunt you down, mate.
Can you email me to tell me you've unsubscribed? Because you're going to get some shit now.
And I want a full definition on why.
Have you ever thought about doing a podcast, Peaky? Honestly, bro, fucking
that'd be funny.
Kill.
That would be funny.
No, because I'm too
banned.
Yeah, because people. The thing is, I think people get me, but they don't. If that makes sense, they see me, and then when I start talking, and I'm just a realism. Do you know what I mean? All I want to say is like, if you get me, you get me. If you don't,
Are you playing me your light there, Pete?
fucking crack on. You know what I mean? I ain't fucking really asked if you fucking don't.
That's why I look at it. I mean, you sub me, you don't sub me. I don't give a shit. I mean, I'm not in it for the subs. I'm in it for meeting you guys and having a talk and a drink and a laugh, and you know, we do our serious bit.
Yeah.
And we do what we want, and pretty much that's what I do. Is what I want. And if people want to watch that, then fucking let them. If they don't, then jog on.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not everyone's channel is going to be everyone's cup of tea.
The thing is, mate,
it's just
what frustrates me is right. If I don't get on with you, I'll tell you why I don't get on with you. Do you know what I mean? If I like you, then I'll tell you why I like you. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You've got a cracking.
If you don't like them, you're going to tell them they're wearing a man bun.
You got you know what I mean? You're like
they're real.
Smuggling fucking diamonds, you can't. But what I'm saying is we're more together. Do you know what I mean? We're sound. But it just frustrates me how it's kind of blind. That's what pisses me off. I don't know who's subscribed or who's. Everybody knows when you subscribe, and then when they unsubscribe, you don't fucking know. That's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because I feel like email them and going, why? I don't want to kind of fucking rag them or having a pop, but I'd like to know why they've unsubscribed.
Well, that's a good way of doing like live vlogs like this, is asking your audience, what do you want to see? Are you getting bored of it? What do you want? Do you want me to crash? What do you want? Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you want?
Would you like to see me ending up in hospital?
my audience might not want to see it, but they're going to anyway.
You might get a massive spike in your subscriber count.
My subs are gonna fucking fly when I'm in that ZZR, mate.
Oh, mate, that bike.
You may be paralysed for life, but congratulations, you gained another 100 subs.
You've got the plaque.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Richard from the
You
Royal
got the plaque,
Hospital.
and congratulations, here's your wheelchair.
Great. What's great is I'll have the plaque, but the nurse will have to be the one holding it next to me for the phone.
Well, your arms are hanging there, your legs are up, like, yeah, it's great to be alive.
Here's the plaque.
As they feed me my breakfast for a straw.
Do you want the gold or the silver, mate? Which one do you want?
Gold all day, mate. The gold.
Gold.
All right, gold it is. There you go.
Gold it is.
You got fucking Rythmic fucking
That's a
dribbling like a
fucking big
cunt.
point, Glass.
Oh, dear. Like I say,
Oh,
mate, I can't wait for it when I hit 100k subs after that crash. It's going to be the best thing.
Mate,
You may
it
be
was
in your
worth the
coffin
write-off.
about to enter the oven, but you're going to be like, yo!
I'm going to have more subscribers than all of you, and it's going to be so bittersweet.
I'm not jealous.
No.
Not
I
jealous.
just want to measure your confidence. I just want to measure-
Oh no! In.
Yeah, Oh, dear.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
God, he's got a small
I mean,
pecker.
who actually cares? I mean, who actually cares about subs? Who really does? I mean,
Nah.
do you do it because you want to do it, or do you do it to try and gain some fame?
I think to have an audience, a regular audience, yeah, obviously some subs. Like fucking hell, I put a video up. I had 5 subscribers, and I put that time lapse video up, and within the day, well, to now, I've got 170 odd, and that's
Well, there you go.
fucking hell! I didn't realise people liked me going fast on the M25.
Actually, I don't think
Times X on the speed up, time lapse. Look pretty good.
I'm not connected with you, Simon. Do you want to put up a link for him?
Who? What? Sorry.
Mate.
Yeah.
I've got up a link to
Rowley, it's Uncle Bellend.
Uncle
.com .co.uk.
.co.uk. They don't
Who
get
do you
that.
want to link for? Who do you want to link for?
Rich.
Rich. Okay.
There you go. You do it.
So,
or
I
just
think.
love it?
I think. I've had people message me and say, "Why have you unsubscribed?" I'm quite happy to say because cunt, or because this is no relevance to fucking what I'm doing now or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And I've had people message me
I
and
don't know if
say,
that's the right link.
"Yeah, what I mean,
I'm new to
fucking,
YouTube.
why the fuck have you done this?" I was like, "Yeah, because you're a fucking cock, mate." You know what I mean? I'd prefer somebody to say to me, "Mate," because
Oh right, you can do
swear
that.
too much.
Cheers, man.
Because that's one of them. That's one of them. Because I would have been told I swear too much.
Sorry, there isn't a lot on my channel yet, but things are. Who's that bloke? Is it Von Barron?
From Barrow.
Yeah,
Von Barron.
yeah. That's what my channel's going to be like. It's going to be comical as fuck. that's what I want to bring. But if people like it, they
So are you
going
to change it to how it is now?
Sorry. My channel at the moment is a laughing stock, so thanks, buckle on it. But yeah, I'll just stick to what I'm like.
All right.
Just look at the camera while I'm riding like that.
Up your nose.
just
So you can see
just
two.
look
two
at the
fucking,
camera, not where I'm going on the bike. Just
so you
look
can
at
see two fucking rocks of fucking coke.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna
We
shut
won't
up now.
talk about that.
No, that's all. Okay.
That's
Have
off,
you ever-
that's off,
have you
that's
ever
off,
drink
off
and
the camera.
Move on. Flick on. Flick on.
Flick off. Jesus.
Best
Well, I
thing to
can't
do
wait
is
to travel this
just be
summer.
yourself and do your own content, and that's it. You know, don't
Yeah.
try to be anything else. Don't try to do anything else. Be yourself, and if people like what you do, all
that's
good.
it.
If they don't,
You'll never please. You'll never
thing
please
is-
everybody.
The thing is, when it comes to
You can
subscribers,
please some of the people all the time, or all the people some of the time. You can't please all the people all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not
The thing is, the thing is, watching you guys all doing your vlogs is great, and it's enjoyable for me to, when I'm doing nothing or I'm sat at work, to go through them and watch them. And it's like the other night I watched Rythmic's one where you, Simon, and Revbomb with the GTRs. And I thought that was wicked because like your backdrop is just such a studio. However you've done that is wicked. But it gives me, watching other people just gives me ideas on, like, to be honest, my YouTube is basically I want to vlog my traveling for me.
Yeah.
So and that's the be all end all. If people want to join the journey, they're more than welcome to, because my channel ain't lifted yet. But when the 3D camera, 360 camera comes onto that bike, and I've got a fucking trailer on the back, which is going to be saying no one else
Fucking
has got.
trailer on a GTR. What a cunt.
A one-wheel trailer. I'm going to be filtering.
I don't care how many fucking wheels it's got. You got a trailer on a GTR. You cunt.
Sorry,
Say,
Dad.
the minute you put a trailer on any motorcycle, it's no longer a two-wheeler. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're a cunt.
You're
Yeah.
right. But we can all see together how fast you can go with a trailer on the back, bouncing like
While
crazy.
being a cunt. Yeah.
With the cat inside. With the cat camera.
Yeah.
The
It's a-
GTR has done a world
it's a
record
fucking-
of 110 with a bouncing one.
No,
wheel
I'm
trailer on the back.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to fucking draw a line here. Anybody that
It's
puts a
cunt camera.
trailer
What the fuck?
on a motorcycle
Bruv, honestly,
is a
when you
cunt.
see it,
I
you're
can't,
gonna.
I can't describe it any other way.
can't
And
wait
I'm
to
going to
come
lose
to
my
the sausage.
monetization for this fucking video. Full fucking stop. But no. Just fucking no. You're going to
See,
put
so
a
we
trailer
got
on a
traction.
fucking motorbike, go buy a
people
fucking
talking
car
about
and
it.
stick a fucking caravan on the back of it. No. Just don't.
It's my tent. It's basically that's where I'll be sleeping.
You're going to put a tent in a fucking in a trailer on the back of your GTR.
No, I'm going to sleep in the trailer
Fucking
like a coffin.
wank.
Oh, wow.
You know, saying thanks, Simon, because straight off the bat it got the conversation going, mate.
It fucking did. It fucking did, didn't it?
It's
I'll tell you
different.
what. I haven't done a rant on fucking live for a long time. I'm about to go.
Yes. My channel's going to explode. Yeah.
Right then,
Nice.
I'm gonna shoot off
No worries, mate.
because
Later, Peaky, you like,
Lovely,
mate.
Oh, red, of course. Yeah, red. Fucking hell.
Take care, buddy.
I'll get it fucking mound at.
Your turn now.
Always good.
Okay.
You
Pete.
better go, or you might lose another 6 subs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking bastards.
You know what?
If you
Yeah.
fucking all subscribed, suck my left ball.
Thank you very much for the new 10 subscribers. I much appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Fucking thanks for that. Change your fucking glasses. cunt.
I do need to clean these buckets. They're filthy.
You fucking do. You do. You got fucking cum all over them. I'll see you later.
See you later, Piggy.
See you later. Take care.
Thank
mate.
Take it easy,
All
mate.
right. All of you.
No, no,
Stay safe. I'll see you all soon. All right.
No worries.
Easy.
Stay safe.
See you at Super Sausage.
Which one?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I must try to get to one of these super sausages one day.
Oh, it's so
Rowley, you got
It
more
was
chance
cold
of getting a
last
wank off a fucking Pope.
I can't.
Really have.
Oh, the rock guy in
Oh, yeah.
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Daniela, shush.
Yeah, Danielle. Everyone calls her Daniela.
Danielle, sorry.
Have you parked the baby in the house or
I
in
wish.
the house?
I live in a fucking like flat thing. So all these buildings, they're like, oh shit, where are we? We're all high rise.
Actually, where
Oh, wow.
Rythmic lives, down below and about 100 yards one way, there's an excellent bar.
there's
I got
lassie
absolutely
iguanas.
fucking
Oh,
wankers
wicked.
that.
Yeah. I get to spy on people eating their fucking food and buying their expensive cocktails.
Oh, mate, if I lived there, I'd have a YouTube channel just on called it Pervert. just zoom in, big lenses, just watching people eat, dropping
Anyway.
food out. Oh, that'd be funny.
Anyway, Rich, do not put a fucking trailer on your bike.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it when you see it.
I fucking ain't. I
It's
really
gonna be
haven't.
self-sustained. It's gonna be my little getaway. Not, I wouldn't have it on the bike all the time. It's only when I do the big European tours
But yeah,
because I want to go off grid with it. It's gonna have machine guns on it.
Machine guns.
No, because he'll think I'm rude.
It's gonna look a lot like Andy's GSA. You know, like that Mac Black.
Andy's GSA is a fucking accessory hanger. Let's get
It
this
is, it is the bollocks, though. There's no
right. No,
question.
it's an accessory hanger.
That
It's a
basket
bike you buy
rug.
just to hang bits on. Because him and Darren have done the same. Sorry, Darren, but him and Darren have done the same. They just put extra bits to hang on it, and it's become an accessory hanger. It's not a motorbike no more. It's somewhere to put your fucking dirty laundry.
I remember when I had my what was I? Honda DeVille 650, the old one. It had the extended screen on the front, and me and the missus, we went down to Rouen or Saint Malo in the end in France, and on the way to Rouen, it pissed down the whole way from my house across the ferry all the way to Rouen. We were saturated. And the next day, I put the web net across the screen and just stuck all our underwear. One of her knickers went flying off on the old toll road. So I looked at her. She didn't notice. I just left it. So leaving her dirty drawers all across the motorway. But I tell you what, by the time we got to St. Malo, it was all dry.
Yeah, I bet it was.
It works, mate. Lost 3 socks, pair of knickers. It's worth it. It's worth it. I can't wait until the summer, man. When this weather picks up,
I can't wait until I get my bike.
When's it coming back?
I've got 2 weeks, 2 to 3 week turnaround on the full expansion.
Wow, what are you replacing the forks?
I'm replacing the lower ends, yeah, the chrome bits. Yeah.
Oh fuck it. Oh, so you're waiting for them? He's waiting for them to get in the shop, or?
I've had 3 options. One was 12 weeks to get them re-chromed.
Wow.
One was 5 to 6 weeks to get them re-chromed, and the other was pay an exorbitant amount of money to Kawasaki to get new bits.
Yeah,
And
right.
you went that way,
and get that done within 2 to 3 weeks. So, yeah.
Fuck it,
I can't.
expensive.
I can't be without the bike. I can't.
No, it's that'd slaughter me. Like, I'm lucky in the sense that if my bike plays up and it comes off the road, I can take the work bike and bring that home. Use that. But it's all losing 3 times the power.
My GTR's done 65,500 and some odd miles now. What's happened is where your forks go up and down all the time.
Yeah,
it's actually worn the chrome away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I've hit the brakes hard, and it's actually blown the seal because all the oil pissed out. I mean, all the oil pissed out.
That happened then. That didn't happen Sunday, did it?
No, it didn't. It happened on Wednesday.
Oh man.
So I phoned Darren Spears. Darren Spears is my mechanic. He's inside Jack. I phoned him. I said I thought it was just the fork seals had gone. So I phoned him and said I need the fork seals doing. He said, "Be down the workshop 8 o'clock in the morning, no problem." I went down there. He started taking them apart, and he said 2 words you never want to hear, and that is, "Oh no."
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah.
And I'm like, "What the fucking hell do you mean? Oh no." I don't like this. What is it? And he said, "Have a look at this." And he fair play to him. He pulled the forks down, he cleaned them up, he showed me, and he said, "Run your nail across that." And you could feel the little ridge.
You could feel the score on it.
You could feel the ridge where they've been bouncing all the time. You could feel that ridge, and he said to me, they need redoing.
How many miles was that?
Sorry?
How many miles was that on?
65,500.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably not a bad innings, I suppose.
With your GTR, Simon, you know when you're riding like what 30, 40, and you take your hands off the bars just for a second, say just to adjust your glove, do your bars start rattling?
No.
Fucking mine does, and I don't know what it is. It's pissing me off.
It's either front wheel balance
or
headstock.
The head's gone.
Headstock.
What's that?
Headstock bearings. Race bearings. Headstock race bearings. Yeah.
The center bearing.
Oh man. Because when it's riding, you don't get no vibration. You know when you're doing motorway, it's just so smooth. But the moment I take my hands off, they start proper pinging.
I'll tell you what, Darren's still in the side chat. If he knows, he'll fucking say it. But I'd say that's probably headstock or front wheel balance.
It's just because when I took it, my man up at Kawasaki up the road there, he's because he's the one he's going to check me valves, but he's going to check them because of the mileage. It's a lot of money I'm spending on it. I'd rather just get them checked, but at the same time, I told you, didn't I? He's going to record it.
Yeah.
And all of that. He says 700 quid for him to do it. But he's going to, he'll do with that 700 quid, he'll replace all the sparks, the air filter, everything you need down there. And he's also going to check the cam chain.
Right.
So
when it comes to the air filter, buy yourself a K&N.
Oh, yeah. I said to him, he's going to get the shit.
Because I've got a K&N in mine, and there you go.
Also the disc.
Yeah,
because
if your disc bobbins are clogged and the disc ain't waving like it should, it may cause vibration. There you go.
Gotcha. Because when he checked my bike,
do that at any speed?
Pardon?
Does it do it at any speed?
It's normally, when you get to like second, third gear, in just a flowing motion, like say in between 30 and 40, something like that. And you get, I've done it just to quickly adjust my gloves, take my hands off, and I start seeing the wheel bars just start bouncing, and it's like whoa, and like it needs a damper.
Yeah,
no, it's only damper. No.
But when I took it to him last, he had a look because I said that it was worse than what it was. On top of the faults, you got them little dials.
Yeah.
He checked them both, and one was out by 6 notches.
Shit.
So someone's obviously tampered with it. So he set it all back to 0, and then put it. I can't remember how many turned it up. Darren, would you know? How many?
It depends on what. It depends on the load. That's the rebound. So it would depend on the load.
He set it lovely, but it's still. When I went away, he said it could be the tire. The center line of the front tire does have a little, I don't know, like a rubber line. It's probably the way they are laid. Yeah. But he said, I can't guarantee that. I can't.
No, that would be balanced more than anything. But...
So,
no.
Odd. Very odd. Never had that.
No. I mean, if my handlebars started vibrating, then I'll be concerned because
yeah,
because
definitely.
it's still like I say when I'm up at motorway speed, that vibration absolutely goes. But at them speeds, I'm not taking my hands off the bars. So, but I can sit there comfortably with one hand on my hip or on my knee and the other one on the throttle at them speeds, and there's no vibration at all.
I've never had any sort of that kind of vibration from the front bars on mine at all. And
is it?
I will admit my headstock needs replacing now.
Yeah,
and my forks are fucked. So
yeah, I might get him to check it out when I go in to get this.
Yeah, give him a
because like to be honest, for him to do, I don't know what like other places were quoting me for the is it the valve check, the clearance?
Yeah,
is that right? Like 1,400 quid, and I was like, you what? And they say it's because of the labour, it's the time of getting that bike stripped to get to it, which I get. But for 700 quid, it's the cheapest one. He's a Kawasaki mechanic, and he races motorbikes. So he said he'll record the process of me doing it, stripping down the bike. So I'm checking them because he said you go to some places, a lot of places around here won't touch the bike for the valve check because it's too much egg. But he said, I will video log all of what I do, and to check the cam chain as well and things like that puts a bit of peace of mind. And I look at that as 700 quid probably well spent.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Once the bike's stripped down, they're not difficult to do.
Yeah,
but
It's
Yeah,
just getting
stripping-
it.
Yeah,
Stripping
stripping
it
them
down.
down.
I wouldn't know what I'm doing. I'll end up
Yeah.
pulling the wrong thing out and snapping something. Oh, I'm not a mechanic. I know how to ride a bike. Maintenance. That's why I got a shaft bike.
Yeah.
Because maintenance, like that's why I feel for Rythmic now, because he's going to go through chain and sprockets like no tomorrow. Mate. Chain and sprockets, bruv. How many chain and sprockets did you go through last year? Oh, 15.
Yeah.
Wheel bearings. There you go.
Yeah.
City wheel
What's that?
bearing, that'll do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wheel bearings.
How many miles has the bike done, or kilometres?
Miles is coming up 27,000. I bought it at 20,000.
Oh, that's not
I've
many,
done
really.
7,000 in less than a year. I only
That's
put
not high at all,
5,000
is
on the
it?
insurance. I hope I don't have an instant, or else I'm fucked. You know, when you
Well,
look at
I'll
it,
tell
it's
you.
like,
I'll tell you what. I'll invite you over to Darren's the next time you're up, and he'll have a look.
yeah. I'll see you Sunday, Darren.
No, Darren don't work Sundays, so
I'm joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, the thing is, I work a week on, week off, so we can arrange a day. I can pop up if it's okay to have a quick check over. Give a bit of peace of mind, because I love the bike runs like a fucking dream.
you
Like, it's a
can't
bit-
beat that GTR, can you? It's a
the only
beautiful
thing
bike.
I find is when I start it up, it might be the spark plugs and the air filter, because I haven't changed any of that since I've got it. But it's so sluggish when I start it up. It really is. But then when it's funny, because when you hold in the mode button, when it's cold, and put it into eco mode, it gives it some higher rev, so it actually warms the bike up quicker, which I noticed, which is fantastic. But I always ride in eco mode now. But the thing is a fantastic machine. It's my little Casey, mate. Oh, God, love her. I don't think, even if I say I've got a ZZR tomorrow, I don't think I'd have that love as what I've got for the GTR, because it's so in the middle. It's got the power and it's got the comfort.
I'm with you, Roland. He's chatting shit.
Oh, I'm trying to make me sound good here, man, but it ain't working. Nah, I dropped my bike for a ZZR.
Actually, I was just thinking another possibility too could be your front tyre is out of round.
What do you mean? The way it's been laid?
You mean like squared off?
When they cast it, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what my bloke said. It could be that.
Yeah.
Where it's just been where they've laid them on their side, or they haven't moved them in a while. Who knows?
Oh, I don't know how it happens, but sometimes tyres get casted and it's a fail in the casting and they're slightly out of round.
Well, when I got the tyre put on from this guy near work, this bike place, I've rode off the forecourt. No, it wasn't. It was up at Bacon's. That's where I got the tyres put on. When I rode off the forecourt, I'm like, all my display on the head, the digital display was just going error, kayaks, error. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I've literally turned it round, pushed it back in. I've gone, since you've had my bike, it's showing errors. And he said, can I have a look? I've started out, rolled it forward. He put the fucking front wheel on the wrong way round.
Yeah.
It's because is it the traction or whatever it is? Because it's got little runners, isn't it? What goes in the grill? I don't know, whatever they call it. This like a little runner,
magnetic pulse. Yeah.
Yeah, and he put the wheel on the wrong way. And then I asked him, is the tyre on the wrong way because of the way the tread is? He said, no, they're meant to be that way. Which when it's rolling forward, it's like this. So the water runs in the V, and it's like. But I've ridden in the rain, and it works. So happy days. Yeah.
The front tyres always look like they're on backwards, but they're not.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, I know. Yeah, even my little brother was going, "You need to get that changed. It's on the wrong way." I was like, "No." He said, "No, I'm on the right way." Nah, it turns out it is. ABS ring. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just flagging up errors. I was like, fuck,
Well,
what's happening?
Hello, Paulie Poos. How are you?
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Oh,
It
shit.
is.
God,
I'm
this is
well.
some stream,
I'm
Simon.
well. And hello to everyone. Hello, Bowley. Nice to see you.
And you, and you.
I don't
Keeping
know the
well?
young gentleman over there on the right-hand side.
Hello. Oh, that one.
I think I know the gentleman in the middle there, owner of a certain ZZR. Well done, good choice.
Oh, very good choice, if I may say so.
It's
You
just
may.
unfortunate timing that we're looking at some horrible weather coming in. It's going to be a bit icy and stuff. So
Fuck it, mate. I'll be dead anyway by then. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
I'm out.
Careful.
I'm out. all
Fucking
week.
hell. Please
I'm
don't say that.
Yeah, I know. He does.
It's going to be proper shit if I do. But no, I'm out early tomorrow meeting up with
Just video every ride you do for a few months.
Yeah, every ride. But no, meeting up with Red tomorrow. We're heading up to BMW in Oxford and then going for a little bit of a ride after that. And then try and be out all day Sunday. Just got to spend as many hours as I can on the bike. Just got to get used to it.
How many miles has it got on it, Grant?
15K.
Nothing.
Fuck all, isn't it?
Nothing. Yeah.
Nothing. So I'd imagine this time next month it will have around about 20.
Yeah, that's the plan, mate.
And the rest.
20 miles included, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny actually. It's when you've got a large capacity bike, they eat the miles easily, but you tend to want to do the miles when you've got a bigger bike because it's so effortless doing it, isn't it?
Absolutely.
As you will know, Rowley having a ZZR as well. So
Yeah.
it just inspires me now to get my shit together and get mine sorted. But I can't have a green one now then, because otherwise we'll be in the car park deciding whose is whose. That's my bike. No, that's my bike.
Now you'll have to get a bat box on it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm going to need one. I either have the panniers or a top box. It looks better with the panniers because the top box makes it look a little bit too.
Mine.
Yeah.
But the ZZR 1400, you can actually get the kit that will fit panniers and top box.
Yeah. Mine came with the panniers and the rack attached to the bike for them. But to be honest, since the delivery broker arrived, I took the box and went, thanks. Dropped it into the corner of the garage.
They are now in the fucking cupboard. I ain't using them.
Fucking whatever with those, mate.
I mean, I do apologise. You've probably covered all of this, but I've been busy tonight. Unfortunately, I couldn't get on earlier. But what did you get with your bike? I mean, I like heated grips. What else is on it?
Heated grips, everything that could possibly say. It's got a seat cowl, which is why the whole back of it is green as well. So
I like that.
Yeah, I like seat cows.
I've taken pillions and all that jazz. I mean, I've already got to worry about myself, let alone someone else. It's got ZZR like foot guards, just to give it again much more like just in case you didn't know what it was. It's a ZZR.
You got drop knobs on it?
Say that again, sorry.
You got the drop knobs on it?
I don't think so. No.
Right.
I'd invest.
Everything, I know. Tell me about it.
It's about $1,500 a side for the fairings.
Jeez,
He's
sorry. You mean crash bungs? I have no idea what drop bungs are. Yeah, crash bungs. Yeah, we've got those.
They're called either crash bungs over here, Rowley, or frame sliders. What do you call them over there?
Drop knobs.
Drop knobs.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I call them money savers.
Yeah.
Well, true.
Nah, don't worry. It's got crash bungs and the bloke who's owned it before me, he's put some sort of decal kit on the front of it, like gel decals to protect the paint. So again, that looks quite cool. Scorpion exhausts, which they're decent, like them. I
like the Scorpions.
RNG tail tidy's already been done. Heated grips. I can't complain. And it came with the panniers as well. So not that I'll only use them for touring, but that'll be it.
Yeah.
I'll put a link on the live stream for Orkmarts. They are people. They're based in America, but for the small sum of $50, they'll ship any kind of shit over here. But you will at some point, anyone on this chat will need fairings at some point, and unfortunately, what happens when you order fairings a lot of the time, you don't always know if you're going to get the cheap Chinese crap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But these guys actually produce proper pucker OEM shit, and it's good quality. But have a look at that link because I found out about them the other day.
Where's that link?
I've put it on the actual side chat.
Oh, in the private.
You would have done.
Oh,
No, not in
right.
the private one. In the main one for the YouTube, not the private one for the StreamYard.
Stick it in the private link because
I'll do it in the private link as well if you like.
stick it in the private link because I can share it.
No, I can't because I've got to log in, and that means I'll drop out. I'll
That's what
if
I
you
thought.
copy and paste it in the
You're a
private link.
knob.
Oh, I was in a hurry. I just came upstairs. I'm not logged in. I just jumped on the link. But it's Orkmarks. They're based in the States, but they're a pucker, proper
What, are they like a breakers supplier, or
Is that a what?
are they like a breakers yard?
No. They actually produce and manufacture parts and spares, not just fairings.
right.
They do everything from foot pegs to handlebars. It's quite a big,
wicked.
quite a big old concern. I found out about them from a guy that I've been looking at on YouTube that does bike restorations. He pretty much specializes in grabbing hold of auctioned off crashed R1s and R6s and CBRs, you know, your racing bikes. And it's just really good how he does it. He like buys them up really cheap. He turns over a little bit of a profit. It doesn't take the piss, but I just find it's like something I'd like to do. If I had a garage, it'd be something that's a nice little hobby. He doesn't make loads of money. He just covers his expenses, but he does such a good job. He's so thorough and dedicated. But yeah,
It's expensive to buy from America, and it with the postage, it's just like I got the pullback risers for my GTR, and they were $80-something, but it was $46 postage. I was like, fucking hell, but made a huge difference to my ride because with me leaning forward, without them, I was getting pins and needles like crazy in my palms, and it was like white finger. It was annoying me because I love the bike, and I was like, I can't be riding it if this is what's going to happen every time. But since I brought the risers up, speed up?
You need spongy grips.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna not so much the grips, but my brake and clutch. I need something over that metal because I'll tell you what, in the cold weather, it fucks my fingers up big time. Because when you're riding, I don't ride like that. I sort of ride like this because I've got the, the palm throttle thing on the throttle. I just sit there with my fingers resting on the brake and clutch levers. And when it's ice cold, it just goes through the gloves like anything. It's so horrible.
Yeah, it is. I've got one of them palm stops. You just put it onto the throttle, and you can just rest your hand on it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I've got. That's what I mean.
Oh, right.
I keep forgetting what they're called. I know there's a term for them, but best little investment for any bike, I think.
Especially if you're careful. You've got to be careful going into corners because if you're taking a corner and you catch it, then you end up accelerating out of a roundabout and you end up on your side. But you just got to be mindful it's there when you're doing slow shit.
I only really use it if I'm doing I just pull it down out the way. Just going into work, like if I'm commuting into the city, I don't even use it. It's just doing like if I go Super Sausage or the Ace Cafe and I'm doing a long run, it's just good just to sit back there and it makes all the difference. Massive difference.
I was chatting with Phil and Barry when we were at Weedon, the cafe that we decided to go to because the Super Sausage takes like 45 minutes to get a coffee. So we all went up to Supply and Industry in Weedon, and I was chatting with a couple of people there, and I said, "What do you think about the cruise control for motorbikes. I mean, we all get used to it with cars. I said, how do you feel about that on a motorbike? I mean, I've never used cruise control on a motorbike. I don't know whether I'd trust it. Has anyone had any experience with cruise control on a bike?
Yeah. Yeah.
I did on
How does it
the
work?
Yeah. I've used it on the Harleys I've rented in America, and it's brilliant.
I don't know whether I'd trust
Yeah.
it. I'd be shitting myself.
I
tried it.
set the cruise control on the bike, and I ride along, and I can take either hand off, so you get no numbing. And yeah, it's just so easy. And when you want to turn it off or you want to turn it up, you press the buttons on.
Yeah, when I test rode the H2 SXSE. That's got the cruise control, and that was really good. Same on the BMW 1250. You know, the cruiser, like what we've got, like the GTR version.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the K1600.
No, not the K. It's the one below
the
that.
RT 1250.
That's it. And that, to be honest, that RT 1250 for comfortability and cruising, it was spectacular. But the only thing I didn't like is when I wanted to drop it down a few gears, back down to second, and gun it like I do with the GTR, it didn't have anything, and I was really disappointed. Where the GTR, you've got the long range cruising, comfortable cruising, and then that sports touring as well. You can, like, you've got a bit of both worlds with the GTR. With that BMW, I found, I don't know, it might have been the model or it being new. It only had like 300 miles on the clock. I don't know. But when I tried to give it the beans, it just didn't have what I wanted, you know, which was a bit of a letdown for me. But it's not. That's my personal opinion. But the cruise control on the Kawasaki freaked me out when I was sat at 65 on the motorway, and I was coming up towards a car in the slow lane who was doing 60, must have been doing 60. And then I was about to apply the brakes. Then all of a sudden, I got my hands ready, and it started slowing down itself, and that freaks me out, mate. It's like, whoa, I'm not liking this.
That
But I think
freaked me out.
Also on that, if someone comes up the rear of you fast, it will accelerate away. So it's like, nah, I like to have some sort of control. I like the idea of cruise control where you set a speed, it stays at that speed. But to start applying brakes and engine brake and acceleration, I don't, without me doing it.
It's just active cruise control. I've got that in all my lorries. So I mean, cruise control, and it will slow down.
Oh, well, it slows down if a car's coming up.
Yeah.
If
I'm coming up behind a slower lorry or whatever, my lorry will slow down. And what I do is I indicate right. And as soon as there's space, I'll pull out, and then my lorry speeds up. So.
Yeah. But being on with 8 wheels and you're in a shell, you can allow that. But when you're on 2 wheels and going round the curve at the same time as it applying front brake, and it's like, whoa, what's this? Because I didn't know it was going to do it as well, so it is all really weird.
What really gets me is in some of these lorries I drive is when you're coming up to a car that is turning left, and you start braking or whatever, and you're like, by the time he's gone left, I'm going to miss him. I'm going to carry on straight on. So you take your foot off the brake, and the lorry decides, actually, no, you're not going to miss him, and the lorry decides to apply the brakes.
Yeah.
You're like anti-collision. You're like, what the fuck?
The thing is, I just look at that BMW is, it's got so much technology, which in my mind, when one little thing goes wrong, it's hundreds of pounds, and like obviously you've got the warranty and stuff, but say you want to keep it and you're out of the warranty, that's hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Because everything's electric, and it's the same as the H2. It's so electric dependent, like fly by wire. Where like the GTR, the ZZR, these bikes are proper old school, hardcore machines where you've got to tell it to do it. Do you know what I mean? You if you want to gun it, you've got to give it the beans to do it. Where these the electric fly-by. I call it the fly-by-wire bikes. They're great, but for fucking 25 grand, mate.
No,
is it really? I ain't retired yet. You know, can't afford that.
Well, I haven't even got ABS on my bike. It's like fly by the seat of your pants. I don't know about fly by wire.
Asbestos padded.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Old drum discs.
Yeah.
I haven't quite got drum discs. Although having said that, I've not got a lot of grip on my front brakes at the moment. They kept sending me out the wrong brakes. Third time lucky. I thought it was going to be today, but it's a Triumph Trophy, but it hasn't got the standard Triumph brake calipers on the front. It's got Takikos, and with Takikos, which are more put on Kawasaki's and Suzuki's, it's 3-pot calipers, and they kept sending me the wrong ones. And they said, "What calipers have you actually got on your bike?" And I've gone, "Well, Takiko." And they've gone, "Oh, that'll be why then." So allegedly, it's going to be the proper ones tomorrow. So, tomorrow I'll have brakes, but I'll still have ball tyres. So does anyone know where I can get some decent cheap tyres for my bike?
I don't think there's anywhere. To be honest,
no, not cheap.
They're not cheap for your ZZR, Rythmic.
They're not cheap for fucking anything at the moment. Tyres have gone right through the roof.
250.
Have a word with Darren Spears. Hook up with him and see if he's got any.
Darren? Oh, is it that the Darren H?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Yeah,
oh,
he's in
right. I did actually email him a little while ago. I'll have to send another email then, just to see what you can do for me for tyres. I can fit them myself. I've got access to the machine.
He won't let you fit them yourself. He'll do it for you. Trust me.
I can fit them myself. I've got the machine.
I use my cruise on my GS to save my license. Yeah, I'll tell you what. There's a company in Australia that they create electronic cruise controls for all bikes, and they do it for the GTR. And it's literally a plug and play, and then you just, when you've plugged it in, you literally set it up to your bike, if you know what I mean, like collaborate. Is that the right word? Collaborate it. Calibrate it, and apparently it works really well, but it's a bit of a chunky unit you need to have on your bars somewhere.
It's a chunky unit, and it's also a one hell of a faff to fit.
Yeah, this is the trouble. It is a faff, like they say. It is a plug and play system, but another standard.
Just use that, mate.
Yeah. That's the idea.
Where do you live? There's a lot of police action going on where you are.
I live on the A12, the main drag into London. Yeah. I
used to live in Chelmsford, and you'd get that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just up the road.
Well, no, I'm in St Neots now, but I've got a good method. I've got a good method. This is a message for Jay, Crazy Dad Biker. If you want to keep your license, see this hand here. This hand here, it controls the throttle and the front brake. You just keep it more that way, not that way, and you.
But his speedo's fucked.
Fucking hell, that phaser's fucked.
She's selling it.
I tell you what, I would like a GS as a toy. A little bit of a
like an expensive
I'd have a GS as a second bike. It wouldn't be my main bike. It would be
it would have been mine. The GTR's my main for sure. But saying that, I bought about 30 raffle tickets for the new BMW S1000RR.
I was at the BOTB
2023. No, there's another one. Something
giveaway, guys.
Yeah, and if that comes in, I might be. I'll see you in a week at the Super Sausage if I'm alive. That would be my toy. I think I'd sell that straight on, mate. I'd probably give it a little run and go, yeah, that's good. But
put a few thousand miles. You could put 10,000 miles on a bike like a GS, and you'd get your money back. It wouldn't lose any money.
No, this ain't the GS. This is the R.
Oh, the
S1000 RR.
S1000RR.
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't lose money either. Any BMW. You look
Things
at
got-
second-hand sales of the S1000R or the RR. They're not dropping in value at all.
No, the BMWs are just holding their money and everything. The thing is, they've just cornered the market on every angle. If it's sports, touring, adventure, they've got the market. There's no one else out there, no other company.
Let's go again. Simon, mate, I'm gonna have to drop off, mate. I've got to be up early.
Yeah, I'm going to actually end this shortly because it's late. And
No worries, mate.
I've
He's
been
got to be up
working-
early.
I've been to work
He
till
wants,
7 this
he wants to
morning.
clean
so-
his ZZR and go for
No,
a
no.
nice little
Did you not see? Red did it for me tonight. I got Red to clean my bike, and then I'm going out. And then I'm going out for a ride tomorrow morning. What a mug!
Absolutely awesome.
See this
I tell
bag.
you.
We're all going to bring our bikes around for Red to clean.
I know you need Red to get the trophy done.
Oh,
right.
Well,
but
be
yeah.
safe on that.
Yeah.
Well-
Don't worry. Well,
Well,
you'll know.
look, guys, I'm going to call it a night anyway.
No worries.
Well, if you
So,
drive past one
I'm
person,
going to I'm going to do a quick round robin. Give me your channel and tell me what you're doing. I'm going to skip Rythmic for the time being. Paulie Poos, mad biker. What are you up to?
Do you know what? This weekend, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to leave my bike alone this weekend. I'm going to Essex to see the kids, and I'm just going to have an easy weekend. And that's just going to be all boring. It's going to be too cold to ride a bike anyway, unless you've got heated grips like Rythmic.
shorts weather.
Rowley, what are you up to this weekend, man?
Tomorrow, which is Sunday for us, we got in a country town that's about an hour and a quarter, an hour and a half away. There's one of the pubs there is holding an annual big barbecue for all riders and all bikers.
Oh,
So,
excellent.
Yeah, so it'll be a nice run, providing the weather holds up because it's been really bad lately. So yeah, that's about my plans. I'm going up on the M109R because that's what's registered at the moment. Yeah, and Rythmic, I'll be checking out your video. It's sitting here ready to rock and roll.
Thank you, mate.
So yeah, sorry about that, but I didn't get the notification for it, but that's
Don't worry
YouTube.
about it, mate. Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
G Travels UK, what are you up to this weekend?
Super sausage on Sunday.
What a lad.
I heard free breakfast from Rev, so I'm going, mate.
we all heard it.
Yeah, we all heard it. It's 1 minute past 9. I'll be there for breakfast. I don't know. It's just, I think it's just going to be I brought that extended screen.
Yeah.
For the I brought it. It's fucking mad. It's not. It's huge. I managed to mount that on the bike, so I need to get out because I've been bunged up. I haven't been out on it all week. So it's going to be nice. So I'm going to try and get out on that tomorrow and see how it works and if it works, etc. But besides that, just a super sausage, then the Ace Cafe for a cup of tea, and then home.
Nice one.
And then 7 days off work, so I'm going to be really bored.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I have just been paid, so I might just go France.
Bollocks.
No, that ain't happening.
Right. The Rythmic ZZR 1400 biker.
Yeah, I love that.
And
what name?
You're the man.
You're the man.
You're the man.
What are we
That's
doing?
cue for you to speak, by the way.
I know. What are we doing? So tomorrow we're up early, meeting up.
His is pretty simple. It's really just a matter of I'll try and stay alive.
Yeah, basically, if Rich doesn't see me on Sunday morning at the Super Sausage, he knows that I'm dead.
Does that make? Can I have your breakfast?
Yeah, so it's an early start. Yeah, we're going to meet up with a group of bikers just in Stony Stratford. Head down to On Your Bike in Aylesbury for the first stop of the day. Meet Baz down there as well, and head over to BMW in Oxford. Just again, for another stop and another little look around, and then go hit up some lanes. That's the idea, and then probably go out for dinner as well. Considering we'll all be out as a group, maybe head back to Bedford Way, And then on Sunday, Super Sausage, and then after Super Sausage, probably industrial unit that they've all been going to now for tea after that. So
Supply and industry in Whedon.
yeah, that's the one.
I might join you on that, Rod.
Yeah, definitely, mate. So basically, my whole weekend is just fucking get on the bike and then don't fucking stop. Just keep on it.
That's our boy.
And then try not to die in between.
Yeah. It does help.
Please don't. I do not want to carry your coffee. All right.
No one does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Lovely.
Well, thank you guys. It's been a pleasure. It really has.
Lovely, mate.
And thank you particularly to Rythmic and Uncle Red that were right in the beginning doing their bit.
Mm.
Thank
hang
you all
on.
the guys that join us, and thank you all the guys inside chat. And as I always say, keep it rubber side down, shiny
Sorry.
side up.
Simon,
Yo,
no one's asked. What are you doing this weekend?
fuck all. I ain't got a bike.
Come to- oh yeah, Darren's got it there. Ride the boy scooter.
Bollocks.
I would pay to see it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, you'd have to pay a lot of fucking money because it ain't happening. All right.
I would ride naked right to the Super Sausage to see you on a fucking electric bike.
All right, it's happening Sunday. Ride naked.
Yeah, get it down, mate.
Video.
Wait, you know something? Them electric scooters, mate, they'll probably leave us all sitting there.
Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Right, guys, you take care of yourself. Thank you all for being part.
Love it, mate.
No worries. Till the
Love
next
you
one.
all. Take care.
Get
Bye, man.
Be safe.
Take care, lads.